Shaves, welcome back to Dub vs. Sub Line by Line. It's been a little while, and I'm closer to the screen, I think? Sheesh. It's been 2 weeks. It's fine. We're fine. I need to get that. Yeah. Okay. Let's, get situated here. Oh. I also need the chat. Hello, Logan. Come on. Dang it. Is it? Alright, you're not showing up? Alright, that's fine. I understand. I understand. It's not necessary to have you in here anyway. Fuck up. Whatever, fine. Alright. Let me just get... There it is. So I did not do this section of the movie in 2018, so there's no notes. So we're just gonna go right into it. As soon as I get my headphones on again. Good. Getting the chat over here. Which has more power? Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Hey, it's Shapes. It's Vsauce. Let's be real here. I appreciate the comparison though. Right, I didn't get that. There it is. Okay. That is... Alright, enough of you. I gotta just, I gotta tweet this real quick. Just a sec. All right. All right. Here we are. At last. We're back. Hi, Postboy. Yes, we are. Very back. Okay. Sorry, I didn't scroll to where we needed to be. Okay. First line is Asbo. And we are going from this point in the movie to about, oh, we're hit and stuff. So pretty much all like the initial Pegite stuff, but not quite when they get on the when they're on the flight and they save her and everything. Hello, Greg. All right.
そうかな。僕にはいつもと同じにしか見えないが。
I also realized just now from listening to the music that I have like, because of these flaps, I have to put these flaps up because they're, I literally can just like, the audio is muffled. Okay. Woo! All right. Sorry. All right, Asbo. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Oh, thank God. Finally found a copy of Brigadoon Volume 6 for a good price. Nice. Impressive. That'd be a good one to get.
そうかな。僕にはいつもと同じにしか見えないが。
You think so? Everything looks the same to me.
You think so? そうか見えないけど。
そうかな。
そうかな. You think so? I think it looks the same as ever. Everything looks.
僕にはいつもと同じにしか見えないが。
You think so? Everything looks the same to me.
Honestly, pretty similar. So I don't think there's a difference there. I'm gonna go sub. And warriors.
Everything looks normal to me.
Yiku! Great. All right. Nausicaa's line.
虫たちがいない。なぜかしら。こんなに胸がドキドキする。
She has the exact, very similar line previously, and she delivers it very similarly. I imagine Allison does a similar thing. Similar.
The insects have left the jungle. What's going on? My heart's pounding like crazy.
Let's just analyze the two lines here.
虫たちがいない。
Mush tachi wa inai. The insects have gone. There are no insects. And she's like, they've gone. She has this kind of more serious tone.
The insects have left the jungle.
And that one, she's like, oh, wow, they've actually left the jungle. Interesting. Again, more inquisitive, right? That's Nausicaa. So I wonder why that is. I wonder why my heart's pounding so hard. I think the Nausicaa is like, why have they left? Is what she's referring to. And what's going on, right? I don't know if that's the right word for it. It's like, but why? I wonder why. ...
こんなに胸がドキドキする。
My heart's pounding like crazy. It's like it's like she's smelling it. It's like, I smell something. My heart's pounding like crazy. It's a weird tone to have, I think.
What's going on? My heart's pounding like crazy.
Well, of course, this is sort of a lead up to when they get to the desert part and they approach Pejite, that they see all the dead insects. So I think this delivery from Allison makes it more of a concern for the insects rather than like, it's wondering. My heart's pounding like crazy.
こんなに胸がドキドキする。
My heart's doki-doki. Hey, M. Anywho, among go Princess Precure at the moment. Gosh, you're just in Precure up. Unbelievable. You know what? I wonder if you appreciate this. I did like it. On Twitter, I saw a fan art of Sky Precure, the latest one that just finished, doing the ED of the original Futariwa. They go like da 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 da, and like they're like in a line, like kind of like dancing almost. That was hype, and it made me think that like that would be so Kino if you have every single if you have like every season of Precure doing that line, like the way that ED goes, where it's one line at a time and they're all like doing the thing. That'd be so nice. Anyway, yeah, I think Allison showing a lot more concern and more worry, and Sumi just,
こんなに胸がドキドキする。
I don't know what she's going for there, really. That's good. It's also just like super whispery. I'm gonna go dub for that one. Well, I'm slowing down at the moment to watch Hidamari's sketch. It's nice.
There aren't any insects.
Ooh!
You're right. That's not normal.
I like the, yeah, because there's this gap. I've cut it here, but it is this like this period where she doesn't say anything. It gives them a chance to give Milo another line.
You're right. That's not normal.
Very, again, he just sounds so much like Link from Zelda CDI, Faces of Evil.
I wonder why.
I liked that was more of a it sounded more conversational with Milo. But then she doesn't say anything about her heart beating like crazy. Just interesting. All right. Right, like Godzilla's normal. Yeah.
もうすぐだ。 あの山を越せば僕の仲間がいる。
Nausicaa.
あの山を越せば僕の仲間がいる。
My friends are just over those mountains.
Hey, we're almost there.
Hey! I like the hey part. Like, we're almost there.
Pedgite's just over that mountain.
Yes. So this is going with what the dub is continuing to do, where he's not going like, my friends, my tomodachi da, because he says, like, you'll see when we meet my friends, in the last stream, like, you'll see when we meet my friends. The dub kind of distances him from the rest of the village, whereas his allegiance is really strong in the sub, which makes that following scene where he kind of has a turncoat moment, all the more emotionally strong for him. Like, he clearly has a torn interest, whereas, like, I think it makes more sense to be, the tone that they went with in the dub, especially in that scene, which we'll get to in this recording, really makes him more at odds with Pedgite in general, and not just oh, but why, like, less of a betrayal. So it is just a matter. This line is very consequential, I think, in terms of what I would prefer if they focus on him, on his allegiance and his calling them his friends, or going Pedgite is just over that mountain. I'm leaning towards sub, though. I am leaning towards it because I think that does make that is set up for drama in the next 5 minutes. Like the 5 minutes later, really this strong drama. So I think I go sub for that reason.
I don't know, but we'll be there soon. Placida's right over those mountains.
Interesting. I just want to listen to the sub one more time.
あの山を越せば僕の仲間がいる。
Boku no Nakama, yeah, his Nakama, right. Yeah, it's interesting, Warriors didn't end up going for, what the sub was going for.
ペジテの方がおかしい。なんだろうあのもやは。
Pejwa Okashi. Pedgite looks strange. What is that haze?
なんだろうあのもやは。
Nandaro ano munewa, or this haze. What's that haze? Something doesn't look right with Pedgite.
ペジテの方がおかしい。
Is looking weird. Pedgite's right over that lasagna mountains. Over the lasagna mountain. Yeah, I can see it.
Something strange is going on. What's that haze over there?
So I like that he's reinforcing what Nausicaa was noticing earlier about the bugs all being missing. And they're like, this is weird. And what's going on? It's like something strange is going on. And it doesn't feel like an isolated observation of something that Pedgite...
ペジテの方がおかしい。
Well, it doesn't look right.
Something strange is going on. What's that haze over there?
Over there. What's that haze? Nandaro, what's with that haze? Sort of deal. Over there specifically. With the dub. And then tone-wise...
ペジテの方がおかしい。なんだろうあのもやは。
Something strange is going on. What's that haze over there?
ペジテの方がおかしい。なんだろうあのもやは。
They both have a good inflection with the way that the face changes between the two lines. You see that? His eyes kind of go up. Sorry, I've been bouncing around a lot. Kind of goes, They both kind of have that same inflection. Yeah, I think I'll give it to dub for this. Something strange is going on, kind of like, and yeah.
Something's wrong in the city. Look at that smoke.
Look at that smoke.
Something's wrong in the city.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. All right. Little late link.
Asbel, put your mask on.
Because it's interesting.
Asbel, put your mask on.
So the mix is much different here. I think the mix is the music is much louder in the Japanese, while the mask also, her dialogue also sounds a lot clearer being under a mask. It still sounds like a mask, but it doesn't sound as much of being in a mask as this. Like that sounds very muffled, like through a mask. And in order for them to still hear her, they lowered the volume, I think.
Asbel, put your mask on!
Asbaru, maskをしてて.
Asbel!
It's interesting that her gasp is a lot less audible in the dub. It is there, very, very slightly, but you can't really hear it with the music.
Asbel, put your mask on!
I like the dub a lot, but I really can't think of a specific reason of why it's better. Yeah, I'm gonna go sub on that one. Mrs. Zandra, remember where there's smoke.
Milo, what are those?
Milo, what are those? I don't know what they're going with that.
Ushida! Shinderu!
Ushida! Shinderu. They've died. All dead.
Ushida!
Insects. Or Mushida the insects.
Shinderu!
They've died.
The insects. They're all dead.
Ushida! Shinderu!
The insects. They're all dead.
Both of them are demonstrating surprise, but I actually kind of like that there's a little less remorse in Shia's performance.
All dead.
Like, wow, they're all dead. Which is befitting his character because, you know, he is still of the opinion that the insect should probably not be, you know, he has a lesser opinion of the insects than Nausicaa. So him being like, oh, they're dead. Okay. Him having a little more remorse doesn't make as much sense to me.
Shinderu!
They're all dead. Shinderu.
Ushida! Shinderu!
The insects. They're all dead.
They're all dead. We have to get to Pejai. Head to Pejai always stuck with me as weird. I think contextually it would be more let's keep going.
Insects! And they're all dead!
Insects! And they're all dead! Yeah, I think I'll go for dub for that one because of that. They're all dead. So Shinderu. Kind of like, wow, oh no. You know, I think it feels more in character for him. This next line here, we have to get to Pejai or head for Pejai. Let's go to Pejai. Yeah, Pejite iku.
We've got to get to Pejai!
Right. So the separation of the lines here is different. We have to go to Pejai. Okay, be careful.
We've got to get to Pejai!
Be careful.
There's more of a snappiness there. Always struck me as weird. I think contextually it would be more let's keep going. Let's move on to Pejai. Yeah, Pejite-ku, because we're here. But yeah, that's obvious because they're on their way to Pejai.
We've got to get to Pejai!
Yeah, I mean, there is a little more urgency with Allison's performance, as with we gotta get to Pejai versus let's go to Pejai. Pejite-ku. Head for Pejai. But I don't think there's too much else of a difference otherwise. I'm gonna give it a sub.
気をつけてあそこにはトルメキア軍がいるはずだ
気をつけてあそこにはトルメキア将軍がいるはずだ It might already... The Tolmekian army must be there. Be careful, we'll be running into Tolmekian troops. あそこにはトルメキア軍はいるはずだ The Tolmekian army is probably still there. And that's what the dub is really going for. The translations are not really. I think that the dub is actually a more faithful translation of what this is. Asoko ni wa Toromeki gun ga iru hazu da.
Be careful. Tomikian army could still be there.
The Tomikian army could still be there. 気をつけて。
気をつけて。あそこにはトルメキア軍がいるはずだ。
Be careful. Tomikian army could still be there.
That has a lot more of a tone of caution to me. Whereas like he lowers his register, he's like, be careful. The Tomikian army could still be there.
気をつけて。あそこにはトルメキア軍がいるはずだ。
That doesn't have as much danger and forebodance for something of him warning is like, be careful. Hey, that we could still be running into the Tomikians. So I think it's Shia's performance there that elevates that. But again, like the subs, it's really surprising. It's like they don't really cut what I think is the more accurate translation, which the dub does have. Which I think is going to be pretty indicative of a lot of the argument here with this particular movie is that at the moment, the likely subtitles that you'll be watching are not the best experience. They're just not, and the dub literally, and it's not even the most accurate in this instance.
Hang on tight, we're going to Placida!
Who are you to say that? She's flying the glider.
Hang on tight, we're
Hang on tight. You do. You hang on tight, bro.
going to Placida!
Okay. And then I also added the Warriors bit. They do add a bit of dialogue here that is not in the Japanese or English, to my knowledge.
This way.
No reason.
This way.
That's okay. You don't need that. All right. Yeah, I added this as a line, but I will quote this with Nausicaa's here. I like that you hear a slight no when it cuts to the ohm. No. He does kind of have that. Not that there's a particular line with this one. It could probably be like looped into the Asbel one, but like, yeah, I could probably put that here, being like, yeah. I really like that he gives the no here. No.
Oh no.
That's great. That was actually really good. And especially the cut, the way it goes, oh no.
Oh no.
That was really good. I like that cinematic.
No.
That was really good. All right, Nausicaa's line.
A dead ohm.
Omumade. An ohm to even an ohm. Yeah, the G kits actually translates it a little more accurately, I think, when it's like ohm made, like even an ohm, not just an ohm. Versus a dead ohm.
A dead ohm.
Even a ohm. So it's the difference between like the obvious kind of like a dead ohm when it's like, yeah, obviously it's dead. Or she's like even an ohm where there's definitely ohm. I don't know. Actually, I don't think they see any ohm. Let's go to the uncut really quick. I saw get the boom. Because I feel like they see ohm. Yeah, like little baby. You got some ohm, or maybe a different kind of bug. It feels like there's, yeah, not quite here. And then they see the ohm, and then the next shot is a second ohm. that plowed into it. Omamade or a dead ohm. Let's go for the intonation for how they're. Oh, I really liked how it feels very matching with her eyes in the scene.
A dead ohm.
Dead ohm. Yeah, it feels a little more studious or scientific or whatever. Like again, that like inquisitiveness, but this isn't the right time and place for that, I don't think. I think she sounds a lot more devastated, like very sympathetic to what Asbel's going through. So I think I'd go for sub with that one.
Oh, that's awful.
Ooh, that's awful. Damn.
センタードームが食い破られるなんて。
It attacked the Great Dome. Even the center dome was destroyed.
センタードームが
Sentadomuga
センタードームが食い破られるなんて。
Kubi. What are they saying specifically? Oops. Twitter. To be eaten up. Kui yabura redunante. Kui yabura redunante. Sorry, I'll just put that over there. Sorry. Back to it. Yeah, as again, that's the specific some of the terminology that the sub has that the dub kind of smooths over.
And the capital's been destroyed.
ドームが食い破られるなんて。
They say a lot more in this. Is
Destroyed.
Yeah, there's actually a bit of a pause there. I think I'd give that to sub actually. It attacked the Great Dome. Even the center dome was destroyed. Yeah.
And the capital's been destroyed.
センタードームが食い破られるなんて。
Yeah. Specifically in the capital. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works.
Oh, our most important building, the Sacred Dome!
I get, yeah. The Warriors is a little more accurate in places. It's very interesting. All right, another Asbel line that I've separated.
ペジテはもう終わりだ。トルメキア軍を全滅させたってこれじゃ。ペジテはもう終わりだ。
Pejitua mo warida. This is the end of Pejite, or Pejite's finished.
トルメキア軍を全滅させたってこれじゃ。
What's the point in destroying the Tolmekians now? They wiped out the Tolmekians, but this is... Tolmekiagun, the Tolmekian army, Zenmetsa Sasate Koreja. Being very vague here, right? They wiped out the Tolmekians. Wiped out, what do you mean? What's the point in destroying the Tolmekians now? Destroying? Yeah, because she's asking about a specific term here, which is Zenmet Sasata. Over here. Zenmet Sasata. Zenmet Sasata. Wiped out. Annihilated. Yeah. We annihilated. Yeah, it's sort of he's alluding to like we annihilated the Tolmekians. Zenmet Sasata te Koreja. What this is, right? I phrased this as it tore through the center dome like it was nothing to specifically invoke his disbelief, which would otherwise be I can't believe or something like that. Yeah. That was good. That's a good good verbiage. And that the tone is weird. I think just like the delivery of that line. You know,
Pejite is finished.
Pejite's finished. Again, that it's way clearer, even though they're wearing masks.
Pejite is finished.
Mm.
It's far too much to pay, even if it did get the Tolmekians out of our city.
It's far too much to pay, even if it did get the Tolmekians out of our city. Yeah, and that I think that gives it away a lot sooner that this was intentional on their part. Even if it did, but also giving the motive of why they did it is because the Tolmekians were in there.
It's far too much to pay, even if it did get the Tolmekians out of our city.
トルメキア軍を全滅させたってこれじゃ。
Yeah, and I think the speed of it does smooth that over. Like it sort of like buries the lead of what they did, which is supposed to be, she's not supposed to have figured it out until it clicks for her when she meets them afterwards. So that's why the question is like, Zenmates, like, what are you talking about?
トルメキア軍を全滅させたってこれじゃ。
Yeah, so I think that actually allows her to be more like, it doesn't give the whole thing away. I think I like that a little bit more.
Even if we destroy every Temecula'n, what's the point? I've lost my city and everyone in it.
A little too much. But it kind of works. He just talks a lot. It's just it's very chatty. It's alright though.
全滅させた。どういうことアスベル。
どういうことアスベル。And then also
ブリックだわ。
ブリックだわ。
全滅させた。どういうことアスベル。
Too much to pay? Asbel, what are you talking about?
Right. It's a bit weakened because the term is Zenmetz Saseta. And then they have to say it took far too much to pay, even if it did. Yeah, they don't mention it annihilation or Zenmetz. They don't have a word like that sticks. So the closest they have is too much to pay, which itself is vague and does make it be like, yeah, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Zenmetz Saseta. What are you talking about? That's really interesting. I'm really torn about this now because I like that this line doesn't give it away, but she seems to have caught on to it in the Japanese by just him saying Zenmetz Saseta versus him. I think you can read this, but then it's like she doesn't get it. But obviously, the dub is sort of adherent to, again, the animation here. She's kind of has this one part where she's like this, and then she leans in when she's like, Asbel, what are you talking about? Right? Trying to be faithful. It needs to be a bit of dialogue here, bit of dialogue here. Right? So much to pay? Asbel, what are you talking about? Zenmetz Saseta? Doyukudo Asberu. I think that's just clearer in what they wanted to do with it. I think, yeah, I don't think the dub did a great job with they kind of end up reaching into the opposite problem, weirdly enough.
An airship.
And again, they call it an airship and not just a specific thing like a brig, right? Yeah, so I'll give it a sub for that one.
I won't let you give up now, Milo.
It's kind of nice. I kind of like that line.
What?
She doesn't say anything there, though. All right. Crankin'. I'm not letting this go 4 hours again.
仲間の船だ。降りるぞ。行こう。
All right, 3 little bits there. It's a brig. That's a brig. It's a brig. Wait, so like, yeah, oh, okay. For some reason, or maybe that's the case with the G Kids want subs. I don't think that's the case, but that'd be crazy. Yeah, so my friendship.
仲間の船だ。
Nakama Funeda. Fune? Is that the kanji for Fune? It is. Funeda. Nakama. Yeah. Hey, it's my friend's ship. Nakama no Funeda. My friend's ship. What? Those are my friends. What about this part? They're landing.
降りるぞ。
Obiduzo. It's landing.
行こう。
You go.
It's one of ours. They're landing. Let's go.
I like it. It's one of ours. Like they're on our side. And like one of our airship, it's one of ours. Like identifying it like that is kind of cool.
It's one of ours.
And then they have the another 3 bits. They're landing. Let's go.
降りるぞ行こ
Iko.
う降りるぞ行こ
Very two different. I like that he links them a bit more here.
They're landing. Let's go.
He's using their landing as the context for let's go.
They're landing.
They're landing, so let's go.
Let's go.
And he's saying it in a way that's like, we should do that. Let's go. That's what we're doing.
う行こ
And not just come on. a little cordy, I think.
It's
Yeah,
one of-
I think there's a lot of subtleties in this line that I think make it better. I phrased this as even if it did it. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. And their follow up is did their job? Even if it did the job of wiping out the Tolmekians, what's the use? And her follow up as did the job, since her inference is focused on on the Zenmets. Yeah, did their job, Zenmets da. And yeah, that's excellent because it keeps it vague so that she doesn't quite know what he's talking about. So the reveal happens later in a sensible way. Yeah, that's a great translation for it. I think that's a great idea. Definitely. Because so it keeps it vague, but then did its job is what she would should she focus on. She'd like laser focus, like, hey, what are you talking about? Yeah.
That's a brig! One of our ships! It's landing! Come on!
It's landing! Come on! Did they clip the mic?
Brig! One of our ships!
He totally clipped the fucking mic. Ah! Obviously, I could clip the mic a lot too, especially when I have this noise suppression on. But it's okay. I like it. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
That's...
So I should ask you, Em, before I forget. I know you. I don't know if since you were going through the Greek dub, you were implying that you were going to include it in your release because if it has like multiple audio tracks. Although also I can imagine. I don't know because I'm interested how you're going about this because obviously you can't do warriors in the same, unless you could. I don't know if this is possible, but like in terms of getting the warriors audio into a full release of Nausicaa that includes the Japanese, it includes the Buena Vista, you could just have it be like quiet, just have absolutely no dialogue, or maybe I don't know if the M&Es have been isolated. I don't think they have. I doubt it. That'd be crazy because you don't really get those publicly. But that would be interesting. But maybe just fill gaps and then create a whole audio track that's just that. So you can include the Warriors cut in there. But my question was, if you're going through other dubs, when we had that interaction with that guy, I don't remember his name, the other day, he was talking about Warriors. I saw him tweet a clip from the Cantonese dub, I believe, and he's like, this one's like an actual hack dub. Like they actually stuffed a bunch of jokes in it, inserted a bunch of dialogue that wasn't there originally. And like I said, obviously I don't have an inherent problem with that if it's good, but I found that to be really interesting as a contrasting choice to be like, this is what it could turn into if you do that too much or in a certain way that changes the whole tone of the movie. I think that would be really interesting to be like, scrutinize that dub. But I don't know if that dub is available or maybe it'd be part of your release. I'm wondering if you knew what you were thinking about that. I can't wait for all the Warriors audio engineering flaws in this reel. I made a hybrid track for Warriors. The Blake sessions. Yeah, you do have the bass M&E. That's crazy. That's awesome. Oh, the first Cantonese dub absolutely is just a gag dub. Right. That would be really. I would love to. I don't know if that's subtitled at all. Because obviously, I mean, I don't know Cantonese. I wouldn't even come close to know what they're saying. So I wonder if that's ever been like translated into English. I don't know. Just saying. But that's crazy. You get the M&Es, the bass M&E for this. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, so he clips the mic.
That's a brig! One of our ships!
But he is still accurate by actually, isolating it as it's a brig. Actually, he just says her line. I just realized.
Our ships! It's landing! Come on!
It's landing! Come on! A little more like gung-ho, a little cutesy. All right. First line from the mayor of Pejite, which is played by Mahito Tsujimura. No, that's King Jill, sorry. Pejite mayor. Mukihito? What? Hold on, I have to go check that now. Right. Like, what do I look up? Stupid fucking ad. Are you kidding me? All right. Fucking. Yeah, it's just Mugi Hito. What? Who the fuck? Okay, that is just his name. Wow, okay. Makoto Terada or Mukihito Amachi. So far, don't recognize anybody. Oh, I actually do know him as the Wombat in Cute High Earth Defense Club Love. Still not much. I do kind of remember him as Sao Tome. I've seen several of these shows and everything, but I can't pin the voice necessarily. If he's a character in One Piece or something. Oh, he's Kiel Lawrence? Is that one of the Sele guys? Yeah, it's the Sele guy. Okay. Oh, he's Baron Tamago. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've heard his voice in plenty of things, but I can't completely pin it in for most of them. Okay. Cool though. And then of course the dub is played by Mark Hamill, who apparently cannot remember that he voiced this character. Because he's like, the second time I've ever been in a Ghibli movie. It's not your second time, bro. It's your third time. I've seen the voice of the mayor and the Warriors dub attributed to either David McCarran or Jeff Winkless, but I don't know. That's weird.
Asbel! Asbel, you're still alive.
Prince Milo!
Prince Milo! Very schmoozy. Alright, here we go. Here it is. Alright. Asberu, ikte taka.
Asbel!
Ikte taka. He's very happy.
Asbel, you're still alive. Asbel.
What's interesting is he says Asbel in the same tone in both of his first lines here. Well, not quite. When he says Asbel twice, like Asbel, and then later,
Asbel,
right? He says.
Asbel.
I guess it's kind of. I guess it's different. Never mind. Okay.
Asbel, you're still alive. Asbel, 生きていたか
He's a lot more happy and excited to see him alive. He cares for him more, I think, than the dub.
Aspen,
And he has a bit more of a weariness.
you're still alive.
Like, you're still alive. Who is... Yeah. I feel like the dub is a little more in character, but then again, maybe it's my my bias towards the dub. There was like, this is where his character, that's where he takes this character as being a lot more cynical and opinionated. Surrender, be the slaves of the, you know, a little more of an edge. So and kind of sounding like a villain, which he is. He is an antagonist in this movie. Let's be honest. Prince Milo. Yeah. Bro for gore. Milo in the original Latin American Spanish dub has a prepubescent voice. Oh gosh. Where's the wind sweep? Yeah, it wishes.
Prince Milo!
Very charismatic.
Aspen, you're still alive.
I just think him being kind of this cunning... He sounds so much more of a cunning kind of king that would do something like this. Kind of a snake.
アスベル生きていたか
He sounds like more like, oh, like it's his friends, you know, he's kind of a nice guy, and maybe that's supposed to contrast. I actually think I'm gonna be up in the air with this one. I want to listen to more of the sub to make a decision. So we're gonna move on.
なんてことをしたんです。あれじゃ再建もできない。です。
What's going on there?
したんです。なんてことをしたんです。あれじゃ再建もでき
They're not even trying with the fucking lip flaps, bro.
ない。
What have you done to our city? It's completely destroyed.
Yeah.
なんてことをしたんです。あれじゃ再建もできない。
Areja Psycho mo dekinai? Rebuild? Saiken mo dekinai. It cannot be rebuilt. Areja, we can't rebuild that. There's no hope of recovery. What have you done?
What have you done to our city? It's completely destroyed.
So there's more detail in the sub in terms of like asking what he's done, but also like we can't recover from that. There's no, and what's so interesting is the dub actually uses that as like we can rebuild it. We could just rebuild it. Where the sub is refuting that is like there's no recovering from this. And their answer is, you've seen the city. Oh, you've seen the city. Don't worry. Come on. Please come back. Okay, good. You've seen the city. Don't worry. If the Sea of Decay swallows it, we'll burn it away. You've seen the sea. Don't worry. If it's swallowed up by the blight, we can burn it right away. That's so delusional. This is so delusional. And I guess maybe that's the point. You know, but I like that he actually sounds kind of reasonable. And he acknowledges the thing in the we can burn, if the jungle starts to spread on it, we'll burn it off. You know, just it's fine. But like, we can rebuild it. Instead of, you see that, don't worry, even if it's swallowed, we'll burn it. Don't worry. What? Like, what? What is he talking about? So I think this line in the sub actually, he's only done a cursory look at the city, right? There's no hope of recovery. He's making an assumption. It also just kind of blocks that option where it can allow the mayor to be a little more optimistic, be like, we can rebuild it. Hey, don't worry, it's just bricks and houses. We got all the people around the ship, you know? I think that's, yeah. It's thorny here. But more so, I really think that Shia LaBeouf has way more of a condescension and anger, justifiable anger, in what he's saying here.
What have you done to our city? It's completely destroyed.
Like, what the is wrong with you, right? I feel like the sub has more of like a, oh, look what you've done to the place. What have you done? We can't.
あれじゃ再建もできない
And he's being a little more like melodramatic, I think, when he's saying like, "Oh, we couldn't possibly rebuild it." Also, this lip flap is embarrassing. Like,
あれじゃ再
what are they doing? This is so. It's really weird.
あれじ
So I think it's the delivery, the lip flap being just like, and this isn't me like American standard or something. I think it's like when you notice this, it's like, it just seems lazy
あれじゃ再建もできないあれじゃ再建もで
because it's like again the low, the I don't know. It's just a weird choice animation wise, and delivery and everything. Yeah. It's like weird and distracting. I'm gonna go with dub on this one. But then yeah, this mayor line. I'm gonna ignore warriors until a little ways later, because I'm in this like flow or whatever. Man, I'm tempted to do this style of comparison between Viz's and Raijin's slam dunk releases. I don't know if I'm not familiar with Raijin. Was that an official English release, or is like a fan? Was it like? Are you talking about like the fan subs? I'm interested.
街を見たんだね。大丈夫。不快に飲まれてもすぐ焼き払える。
Yeah, he just sounds really nice. He sounds a lot nicer. He just sounds like, I'm a guy. Yeah.
Don't worry, we can rebuild it. And if the jungle starts to spread here, we'll burn it off.
Yeah. I think his tone makes a lot more sense in the context of this film. Maybe it's like, again, maybe the heel turn is really important. I want to see like the way that he continues to perform the character. I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but let me go through the words specific. Yeah, it's like, you've seen the city, Daijobu.
街を見たんだね。
You've seen it, Mitandane. I was like, oh, you saw the city? Oh, you saw that? Oh, you saw that little thing? Yeah. Daijobu, don't worry.
大丈夫。
It's fine.
不快に飲まれてもすぐ焼き払える。
Even if it's swallowed up by the blight, we can burn it right away. We'll be fine. Yeah, this is great. He sounds a lot more pragmatic in the dub, I think.
Don't worry, we can rebuild it.
Yeah, don't worry, we can rebuild it. Oh, you've seen it. Don't worry. Like, obviously he's seen it. Like, oh, you saw that? Like, what? It's the whole city. What are you talking about? I like that it's a don't worry. I know what you're thinking. We can rebuild it,
And if the jungle starts to spread here, we'll burn it off.
Well, Stunga starts to spread here, we'll burn it off. Yeah, he's dismissive of the issue at hand, that Asbel, the concern that Asbel has.
不快に飲まれてもすぐ焼き払える。
I don't know if...
あれじゃ再建もできない
不快に飲まれてもすぐ焼き払える。
Yeah, I don't... Again, I think it's this really delicate balance that the dub performance has, where he does sound like something's off and he's like a little sinister. He has some kind of ulterior motive, but at the same, but still kind of having this like tone about him, I guess. That was the official English release of manga that predated Viz picking it up. I had no idea. Wow. No way. They only did 5 volumes. There was an initial release of Slam Dunk, and then Viz actually tried it later. That's so fascinating. Dog Walker voice. Now I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Yeah. All right, let's check out the Warriors a little bit.
What happened here? The city has been destroyed!
Destroyed!
Here! The city has been destroyed!
They were closer to the lip flaps in that one.
They attacked us with a ruthless vengeance, but tonight we will counterattack them.
What?
They attacked us with a ruthless vengeance, but tonight we will counterattack them.
Who? I just want to listen to the Warriors' dialogue more.
With no army, how do you plan to do that?
With no army? How do you plan to do that?
Their entire army is in the Valley of the Wind.
What are they talking about? This conversation does not flow whatsoever. Holy shit.
So what are you gonna do?
So what are you gonna do? Like, where are they going?
The Temeculans have a mysterious fire demon, but we have something that can destroy him. The Temeculans have a mysterious fire demon. We have
That they took from you. Isn't that in the Warriors dub? Does Warriors of the Wind just pretend that they didn't get the giant warrior from Pejite?
We have something that can destroy him.
Why would you want it? You're trying to get it back.
And by tonight, all our enemies will be wiped out.
Weird. It's so left field. So just adding more confusion. Okay. It's an Asbel.
でも巨神兵はここにはいないんだ
But the giant warrior isn't here. Demo.
巨神兵はここにはいないんだ
But the giant warrior isn't here. Right. See, this is the dub already wins this because this is a good conversation flow. He's saying he's listening.
And if the jungle starts to spread here, we'll burn it off.
With what?
With what? What are you gonna burn the jungle with? The thing that he just said. With what? The giant warrior isn't here.
The giant warrior isn't here.
And again, he has this such a pissed off tone. Like, with what? The giant it's like very condescending.
The giant warrior isn't here.
You can just see Shia in the booth being just like, with what? The giant warrior isn't here, right? Versus.
でも巨神兵はここにはいないんだ
But it's not. But the Koshihei ga like, but it's not here. What are we gonna do? You know.
不快に飲まれてもすぐ焼き払える。
でも巨神兵はここにはいないんだ
Yeah.
With what?
I also notice you again more Walla.
With
Asbel.
Don't worry, we can.
Wait, in terms of,
でも巨神兵は
it's just a conversation with those two. Yeah, the with what is so huge. So huge if we're like flowing the conversation and making it more of an argument. Maybe a one-sided argument, but yeah. Oh yeah, send me a photo of that. Yeah, huge. The giant warrior isn't here.
でも巨神兵はここにはいないんだ
But the giant warrior isn't here.
わかっている。
I know that. Wakateiru.
風の谷だ。
Kaze no Tanida. Again, like the fact that you would have to add all this in English. The giant warrior, is in. We know. I know. It's in the Valley of the Wind. Wakateru. Definitely Wakateru meaning like I know. Like, yeah, I know that. It's the Valley of the Wind. Kaze no Tanida. It's the Valley of the Wind. That what? It's the Valley of the Wind. That has it, right? It's a weird shorthand in the script for the Japanese specifically. Where it's like, oh, I get it. But because it's off screen, they're able to flow that a little bit better. We know.
We know. It's in the Valley of the Wind.
It's in the Valley of the Wind. He's a little more sinister. Like, he's like, oh, I know that. And not just I know, we know. We as a collective, because this is our idea. This is our it's not just my cynical, personal.
わかっている。
He's also laughing a little bit. He's way more optimistic.
わかっている。
Right. It's again that more like his very upbeat tone here.
街を見たんだね。大丈夫。
Oh, it's all right. It's all good.
我々も遊んでいたわけじゃない。作戦の第2弾も発動したよ。今夜にも風の谷のトルメキア軍は全滅だ。
He's just very, very upbeat about it, you know? And that reflects in the dub as well, obviously, because of the way he looks, but I think it needs to have more of a sinisterness to it, because it is a very sinister thing that they're doing. Wakarimasu. Good to see him out, Medley. But yeah, like he's being a lot more sinister here.
We know.
We know.
It's in the Valley of the Wind.
Their
It's in the Valley of the Wind.
entire army is in the Valley of the Wind.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd go dub there. Because the we know, and a little more sinister. It's in, not just like, Kazu no Tanida. It's the Valley of the Wind. Like I feel like there is ways, especially because it's off screen when he says this. I feel like there's a way in Japanese to make it more drawn out and signify that they are talking specifically about the giant warrior being in the Valley of the Wind, and not just what the Kyoshinhei ga daremo nai koko ni inai n da wakateru kaze no tani da. It koko ni, or like, I don't know, aitsuwa ni, he doesn't have a ni anywhere. It's like aitsuwa ni kaze no tani da. I know where it is. It is in the Valley of the Wind. Right? Right. Okay.
なぜそれを
Nausicaa.
How do you know that?
Yeah, this is interesting with the lip flaps here. It's very quick in the Japanese.
なぜそれを
How? Dude, is my like, am I doing, did I do something wrong? Like, is there something about my release for this Japanese version, something about it that, like, this is really weird.
なぜそれを
I'm wondering if this is like off like this, like it's off.
なぜそれを
No, hold on, like this.
なぜそれをそれを
You know, like if it's off by 8 frames.
なぜそれを
That is the sync. Okay, it definitely is supposed to be. This is definitely intentional.
なぜそれを
What's going on? That's so weird. That is so weird. I feel like the more I know about that, I'm probably gonna look for that more and be like, yeah, this is a general thing with the Japanese audio. It's not synced that well, and that's like the official sync. Like I can go on the fucking G Kids and these physical releases, and like, yep, that's it. That's what it looks like. That's crazy. That is so crazy. But there, he kind of rushes the line a lot. Like, なぜそれを
なぜそれを
What do you mean? What do you mean?
How do you know that?
That is way more, oh shit, like a sinking feeling.
How do you know that?
How do you know that? Yeah, or, you know, really like,
なぜそ
なぜそれを Oh, oh. You know, it's like, you're weird. Not weird, but like, I don't know.
you know that?
I just think that makes it's way better. It's so much better. All right. I'm going to keep going with the mayor lines. I know that this is still up in the air. So here's a big mayor line. Again, like way more sinister, right? When you just go kind of like, this is ah, ah,
我々も遊んでいたわけじゃない。
We haven't been playing around. We haven't exactly been idle. We haven't been twiddling our thumbs. He definitely says like aso. Oh my gosh. Ware mo asonde. I wasn't playing around either. Ware mo, right? We also haven't been. Asonde ta wake janai. Once again, Google Translate for some reason doing a modicumly better job than the official fucking subs. Oh my gosh. I was ware mo. We weren't. I would trade because it's ware mo, so it'd be like not like ware mo, like what. I feel like they're talking about like we, which is correct here. So like we haven't been playing around either. Versus.
We've already made plans to get it back.
He's straight to the point there. Oh,
作戦の第2弾も発動したよ。
planned. We've launched our second phase. Stage 2 is already in progress. Step 2, like a little, like kind of dorky actually. What do you think about it?
Our plan is being executed as we speak.
Our plan, you know, it's a different plan. The particular plan he's talking about of getting the giant warrior back. It wasn't just, oh, first we did this thing to get the Tomikians on. I feel like that is weird, right? Why is this considered the second phase of the plan and not just a separate plan to get the giant warrior back? Because they allowed the insects to stampede their jungle to get the Tomikians off their back so that they could have the autonomy to do this other plan. I guess that's why it's called the second stage. But there is more to being free of Tomikian rule than just, to get whatever revenge, right? We haven't been dawdling in my script forwards. That's not bad. I think it could be maybe the reason they have these, how verbose the words is because it comes off kind of verbose. Remember, like a couple streams back, we were talking about like the subs in terms of the amount of words should feel like they are matching the amount of words being spoken, even if it's two different languages.
我々も遊んでいたわけじゃない。
But you know what's interesting? Despite yours being 4 words, we haven't been dawdling. We haven't been dawdling. Seven syllables. Ware mo.
我々も遊んでい
Ware mo asonde tokujanai. You know? Yeah.
たわけじゃない。
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's interesting, yeah.
作戦の第2弾も発動したよ。
Yeah, but so we've launched step 2 of our plan. Like it's I don't know.
Our plan is being executed as we speak.
作戦の第2弾も発動したよ。
Yeah, he's so much more upbeat and like nice about it, which doesn't make it, I think it makes sense that he's a little more sinister.
今夜にも風の谷のトルメキア軍は全滅だ。
We'll wipe out the Tomikians in the valley tonight. Or by tonight. I like saying by tonight here because he does say konyawa.
今夜にも
Tonight
風の谷のト
tonight in the valley of the wind,
ルメキア軍
the Tomikian army will be annihilated.
は全滅だ。
Yeah, we'll wipe out the Tomikians in the valley tonight. Not great. By tonight, the Tomikian army in the valley of the winds. What? Will be annihilated. Yeah, annihilated at the end, which is good. Zenmetsu da. By tonight in the valley, the Tomikian army will be annihilated. Is probably how I would translate that, or at least I would put that in the subs. But then
All the Tomikians in the valley will be dead by
What?
tonight.
I really like that that Asbel kind of reacts when he says dead. Will be dead. But what?
Tomikians in the valley will be dead by
What?
tonight.
What? Valley
Valley will be dead by
What?
tonight.
When he says dead, she lets go of the glider. Versus
なんだって
what? Nandate? No way. I think there's more of an there's something more organic about just going like what in the middle of that.
All the Tomikians in the valley will be dead by
What?
tonight.
Yeah, it does cut him off, but I like that. I like that the interjection there. This what's way better. And then, yeah, we've already made plans to get the giant warrior back instead of we haven't been playing around. And then stage 2 is weird, I think, for me. It's like our plan is being executed as we speak. And again, being like really sinister about it.
Our plan is being executed as we speak.
Not knowing who's listening to him.
All the Tomikians in the valley will be dead by
What?
tonight.
Right. All the Tomikians in the valley will be dead. Will be annihilated. Zen will wipe out the Tomikians. The tonight is by tonight is sort of like an afterthought. Like, it doesn't kind of matter to him the timing. What matters to him is that, like, you know, that this is happening. All the Tomikians in the valley, and the chuckle as well. I do think, despite the subs not doing a perfect job, I'd say that the wording, yeah, I don't think the changes are all that necessary for this. It's just him be like, well, the valley will be dead. Yeah, I think it's fine, but everything else definitely dub. All right. Warriors. Come on.
The Temeculans have a mysterious fire demon.
That's right. I got this one.
Our enemies will be wiped out.
We'll be wiped out.
Oh.
Oh. Ah, ah, ah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. And if you don't know, I did that already. Yeah. Zenmetsude. She's like, she heard that word again because Asbel said it. And now she's hearing it from him. She's like, what's this fucking shit about Zenmetsude? Dude.
What are you planning to do to my valley?
What are you trying to do here? Nani soru no? What are you going to do? Zenmetsude? Yeah, I don't know why the G kids miss it. Doesn't translate the Zenmetsude. This is weird. The script is different here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she doesn't have... Is that, what do you mean by annihilated? Zenmetsude? Annihilated? What are you gonna do?
What are you planning to do to my valley?
That's awesome. I think it gives her the authority of being a princess of the valley and like taking possession and ownership of the situation. Much more, again, the same, like, hey, you got business with me here. Hey. What the fuck you think you're doing? Very similar tone that Asbel was giving over here. Like, with what? The giant warriors in here. What are you planning to do in my valley?
Milo, who is...
Oops.
You want to explain that to me?
See, again, that I think that the authoritarian, being a princess.
What are you planning to do to my valley?
Excellent. Much more appropriate, I think. What are you gonna do? You know, obviously a little more fearful almost, maybe. But yeah, she just has more like the hell are you thinking? Yeah. Asserting her authority. Hey, who is this? Asbel. Konusto wa. Who is this person? Who's this, Asbel?
Asbel, who is this?
Yeah, he has more of a... the fuck?
Asbel, who is this?
Hey, come on. Hey. Wait. Who's this? Yeah, like, he has more of like that more of a sympathetic angle to him, which I don't think is appropriate for this scene because he is worse than the Tomikian. Well, he's just as bad as the Tomikians in this framing, and then when they find out specifically how they're causing the stampede, then they're worse than the Tomikians. You know? He's kind of a scumbag. So again, just leaning on into that characterization.
Asbel, who is this?
Like, he's a king as well, or a mayor of Pejai. So he has similar kind of authority of like, who are you to fucking speak like that? And not even address her. He's addressing Asbel, the person he's familiar with. The very
Asbel, who is this?
like, who do you think you're doing, letting this girl speak for herself? Almost, it's very douchey, which I think it's fitting into the character dynamic he has in this scene.
Milo, who is this person?
Very straight shooting, but doesn't have that condescension.
風の谷のナウシカ、命の恩人だ。
Sorry, I had to cut that pause out.
風の谷のナウシカ、命の恩人だ。
Let let me just make that a little less harsh.
のナウシカ、命の恩人だ。
Yeah.
風の谷のナウシカ、命の恩人だ。
Kazuno Tani no Nausicaa. Again, the title of the movie. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Her name is Nausicaa. He gives her name specifically. And then
命の恩人だ。
Inochi no Onjinda. I owe her my life. Right.
She's the princess of the Valley of the Wind, and she saved my life.
Yeah, his lowered voice with the tone, like his eyes narrowing like that, it's so really well done. Like he's acting as the character. And I don't know, because with the Japanese, I imagine this is the case with Nausicaa's production, but it could be different. With a lot of the Japanese productions, they really only have like the rough Genga to go off of. They don't have the fully finished, colored, fully animated version that they have to lip sync over, which makes dubs a lot more difficult. But it also makes them a little more rewarding when you can see precisely how the character is acting, especially if it's something as highly detailed as a Miyazaki film, who is going to have these two different. He's gonna bother to draw this and this, and the transition. There is a transition, but I cut it out. That acting that allows you.
命の恩人だ。風の谷のナウシカ、命の恩人だ。
Like he's a little more. He definitely sounds a little serious, but he still has this higher register that sounds a little more youthful.
She's the princess of the Valley of the Wind, and she saved my life.
And it sounds when he says that she saved my life.
And she saved my life.
He's like, you better fucking listen to her or respect her because I owe her my, He just says very matter of factly in the sub.
命の恩人だ。
Oh, she's the person I owe my life to. 命の恩人だ. Versus, she saved my life. Right? Like really convicted and, serious.
She's the princess of the Valley of the Wind.
And doesn't even give her name. Because I don't know if that really matters. I liked when dub sub is giving specific details and saying the names, but
風の谷のナウシカ。
actually, I just realized when he just says Kazi no Tani no Nausicaa, that is only giving what she said to him to introduce herself. She says, I'm Nausicaa from the Valley of the Wind. She does not say that she's a princess, at least in that initial introduction. But obviously, they talked a heck of a lot more throughout their time together, those hours where they were fixing the glider and everything. At some point, we didn't see her tell him that she's a princess, but he probably found out about it. But it makes sense to tell the mayor that she is that more than what her name is, but like being like she's the princess. She's like royalty, like the higher authority in the valley you're talking about. The sub has been more monotone so far. Sounds like a lot of script reading. No, definitely. I was hearing that a lot in my first stream too with Goro Naya, I believe is his name, the seiyuu for Lord Yupa. I was saying that and it's especially, I think it is especially noticeable in contrast to Patrick Stewart, because Patrick Stewart, being a theater Shakespearean actor, you can put so much emotion and nuance and detail in just the inflection of your voice. And not to say that Goro Naya doesn't know that, right? And these other seiyus don't know that. Of course they know that. Take it from Toru Furuya, playing Cashern in Cashern Sins. That's still one of the like most insane impressive voice performances I've ever seen, because the dude is like 60 or 70, some stupid crazy older age, and he sounds like 20. It's unbelievable. And that a lot of them are like that, that they can still hold that sort of thing. Fucking Toshio Furukawa and everything, they're incredible voice actors. But you're right, especially even in this performance here from the actor, I forget his name, from Yoji Matsuda. Yeah, he is being fairly monotone here. But yeah, that specifically them saying she's the princess, like identifying that is like, no, you need to, she matters. She's not just a girl from the Valley of the Wind or whatever. She matters. Even more like, and then the punctuation, she saved my life.
My life.
Yeah, huge.
Zandra saved my life. She's from the valley.
Okay. I think that's, you know, I like that the punch is the second line being she saved my life. Less emotion behind his lines. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kazenotani. It's that sounds like the first time that he's heard that term before, even though he just said it. Kazenotani. Oh, the Valley of the Wind? Oh, where have I heard that before? What?
The Valley of the Wind?
Valley of the Wind? What a coincidence. Like, he sees that. He recognizes that, like, no way.
The Valley of the Wind?
Valley of the Wind? Kazenotani. Ooh. Oh, wow. Like, what? Come on. Easy.
Valley of the Wind?
Valley of the Wind? Wow. Okay. What's going to happen? Oshiete? Nani ga aru no? And then she says, tell me. Oshiete. She does say tell me twice in the dub as well. So I can't necessarily fault the sub for being redundant. Now, teach me. Oshiete. What will happen? Nani ga aru no? You know, don't you? Anata mo shiteru desho? Tell me.
Tell me, what is going to happen?
And
Again, they're much more condescending.
Tell me, what is going to happen?
Even though the line does seem a bit rushed here.
What is going to happen?
To try to like finish saying before she closes her mouth. Again. She says aru no that entire time. They're cheating. They're cheating. Are you kidding me? It's like it really is like they're cheating.
Tell me, what is going to happen?
And what are you going to do there?
And what are you going to do?
And what are you going to do there?
That's actually pretty good on Warrior's part.
You know what they're going to do, Milo. You got to tell me.
Not great there, but yeah. And then sorry.
Asbel, you know what the plan is. You have to tell me.
You know what the plan is. You know, don't you? Steru desho. Yeah, steru desho. Anata mo shiteru desho. You know, don't you? Steru desho. You know what the plan is. She's like, she already knows.
Belle, you know what the plan is. You have to tell me.
You have to tell me. You have to tell me when you do these things. It's like they're a married couple already. It's crazy.
Asbel, you know what the plan is. You have to tell me.
You have to tell me.
Tell me. What is going to happen?
Very, very authoritative. So let me just see the contrast of how she's talking to the mayor versus how she's talking to Asbel, person in the Japanese. She actually speaks pretty much the same tone, pretty identically to both the mayor and Asbel. Right? Versus...
Tell me, what is going to happen? Asbel, you know what the plan is. You have to tell me.
So she's still kind of like in a bit of a panic, but she's a lot more sympathetic sounding when she's talking to Asbel. She is a lot more sharp, and the rushing, I think, actually kind of works for her impatience to find out.
What is going to happen?
What is going to happen? What is it? And then she's like, you know what the plan is? Come on.
Asbel, you know what the plan is. You have to tell me.
You have to tell me, right? And that makes sense because she has a different relationship with these two people. Right? I don't think the wording is too different there, but the delivery definitely is making all the difference here. All right. And then Warriors.
You know what they're going to do, Milo. You gotta tell me.
Pretty good. All right, so Asbel line.
虫に襲わせるんだ。虫に襲わせるんだ。
We're gonna provoke an insect attack. Yeah, we're going to make the insects attack. They'll provoke an insect attack. I like that this sub at least includes the very obvious ellipses that they are using with the pause here. Mushini. Mushini. With the bugs.
襲わせるんだ。
襲わせるんだ。Osowa Serunda. Let me attack you. We're going to make the insects attack. This is a lot more straightforward.
Going to bait insects into the valley.
We're gonna bait insects into the valley. Like, he knows the plan, right? Where's this pause coming from if the lip flaps are... Because we know that the dub is way more faithful.
虫に襲わせるんだ。
Mushini. Dude, if he's just said Mushini Osoe Serunda, like in one smooth motion, it would have been able to make it by the time it cuts. But then it's like, duh. And then there has to be this gap here.
Into the valley.
Right? So that way now Sumi's, Allison's gasp lasts the entire time she opens her mouth.
Valley.
Right?
Valley.
And she actually like gasps again, the like he did earlier with the what? Right? There's more overlap here because there's more of a conversation happening. It feels more lived in.
Into the valley. Valley.
Like more, I don't quite think there's an overlap, but it's really close.
The valley.
Versus, like it's kind of like a boop, boop, right? And then the gasp itself, obviously, we'll get to that, but
虫に襲わせるんだ。
Going to bait insects into the valley.
He knows that he has to tell her because he respects her a lot, but he's in this like position where he's like, yeah, I was told this, fuck. Yeah, that's what we were gonna do. I forgot. Shit. Well, or like, he probably didn't realize, and I don't know. But he says, yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, definitely dub. And then yeah, this technical bit with like
To the valley.
They're gonna use the Gorgons and attack it.
a lot more blunt.
They're gonna use the Gorgons and attack it.
Not a bad gasp, but again, kind of has this weird thing going on. Sorry, hold on, I got something. Damn. Okay, sorry. All right. So then.
ペジテを襲わせたのもあなたたちなの
So what? Yeah. So there's two bits. I don't know why I keep splitting this up, boy.
ペジテを襲わせたのもあなたたちなのなんてひどいこと
Ooh. She's so fucking.
なんてひどいこと
She's so horrified by it, which is yeah, awful.
ペジテを襲わせたのもあなたたちなの
So you were the Anantatachi. So you made them attack Pejite too? Pejiteo Osoetenemo Anata. So you guys did it? So when the insects attacked Pejite, that was you guys too? Sort of deal? So you were the ones who made them attack Pejite? Versus.
So you lured the insects here into Pejite?
Okay, so this is a really interesting thing here, and which I have to show the animation. I cut this up a little bit, right? And I think it's important to show the context for both of these. Oh, it sucks. I don't want to move all of it because it doesn't move my chapters along with it. Sorry, hold on. So, the beat here. Right, the soft, like the moment, the pause there, where she's like, "Oh, so I imagine you guys fucking put them into Pejai too, right? Oh my god, you did, didn't you?" Right? She has this like moment of realization. She's like, "Oh."
So you lured the insects here into Pejite?
A little bit of Walla here, actually. You do hear them kind of mumble, but like, Interesting. So, yeah, I think when she says, you made them attack type, so I imagine you just made them attack Pejai too? Oh my god, you did. Right. I think, so instead of like, she catches on exactly her plan, like, so you lured the insects here into Pejite?
So you lured the insects here into Pejite?
Which is, it has the right amount of fervor, but she also, I think at this point, Sumi's definitely worked up to it, like, more of an anger. Yeah, this is about the right tone that I wanted to see from her in other lines. That one, she has way more of a panic to her.
So you lured the insects here into Pejite?
Yeah, but I haven't heard her a little bit here.
What a monstrous thing to do!
Both are really good, I think, this breakdown moment. But she's like, I can't even fucking bear that. I can't believe you did that. I don't quite get it as much from Allison here. I think it's sub for this one because her being like, oh, so you just did that, and the realization matches better to me than like, so you lured the insects here into Pejite? Oh my god, you did. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work quite the same way. I'm gonna go sub for that one. And then yeah, she does sound really great. It's like not just Toikoto. Yeah, really good. Okay, so
you can't do that. I won't let you.
It's just, yeah. Does it kind of lands with a thud? Just a little bit of a thud. Sorry. All right.
どうあっても復活する前に巨神兵を取り戻さなければならない。
He definitely, like, again, he's going for this, like, I'm being reasonable here. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like, and maybe that makes him more annoying. Maybe that makes him more despicable of a villain, where he's like, you really don't have any idea what you're doing, you know? It kind of reminds me of the Kushana as like, I don't think you're all evil. Oh, but I am. Kind of has that vibe with the dub here, where he just sounds evil. It's like, yeah, I know.
We have to get the giant warrior out of the hands of the Tolmekians, no matter what it takes.
That was really good in like one take. If the rope starts swaying, it's a four wheel. That sounds like a four wheels line, but I think Mark really handles it. Like, he has this really good build up, as no matter what it takes.
We have to get the giant warrior out of the hands of the Tolmekians, no matter what it takes.
That's really good line delivery, honestly.
どうあっても復活する前に巨神兵を取り戻さなければならないのだ。
It's just, again, we're a little more flatter and weird inflections, I think. We simply... どうあっても we simply have to. We must take back. We simply have to recover the giant warrior. We simply must take back the Titan in its crystalline stage. Where are they getting the crystallines before they revive it? At all costs. Naranai noda. At all costs. I think this is this seems like a decent translation. But I'm gonna see it about the do wattemo fukatsu surumai ni, before they revive it, fukatsu sasumai ni. Yeah, so being like specific, we must take back in its chrysalis stage as being a little too specific and a little roundabout of what they're actually talking about. So I don't know about that. Do wattemo fukatsu surumai ni kyoshinhei o tori kyoshinhei o tori, this kanji. Agonize. What? That's probably not it. What's he say there? Torimos. Yeah. Torimos Suden. Yeah. We must take it back. Not defeat the giant warrior. Torimos Sana. Yeah. I used Resurrect for Fukatsu. Oh yeah, I would use it. I would use Resurrect for Fukatsu as well throughout, since that seems more appropriate theologically. Oh, absolutely. Even just transliterally, like I know Fukatsu is revive. Like that's how you translate it. Absolutely. At least I know there's no hard rules for that, but like, come on. Yeah. I like that no matter what it takes. I think that, yeah, out of the hands of the Tolmeki, like really lasering in why they're doing it, like by mentioning the Tolmekians is important too. They don't mention that in the sub either. We have to get the giant warrior out of the hands of the Tolmekians, specifically taking the warrior back. You know, we simply have to, Torimos, we take back the giant, Naranai no da. What is our top prerogative, but then no matter what it takes, yeah, I think that both the performance is stronger, and the mentioning of Tolmekians and no matter what it takes specifically, I think makes it a better choice.
We have to recapture the fire demon before they have a chance to bring it to life again.
Yeah, pretty much there. All right, man.
世界を守るためなんだよ。分かってくれ。
分かってくれ。
世界を守るためなんだよ。分かって。
So this is really important where he's trying to be extra sympathetic. And it just comes off redundant when he's also trying to sound sympathetic this whole time, right? Every one of his lines have sounded like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy. Don't worry," you know. He's sounding like more like, no matter what it takes. And then
we're doing this for the good of the planet.
Like, I'm a reasonable guy. I know this guy sounds like the egomaniacal leader here, but like, hey, come on.
You've got to understand.
I like the quickness of the
we're doing
right. The timing of this is a little awkward. Yeah.
The good of the planet. You've got to understand.
Please. You've got to understand. Right. The argument, the overlap here for argument's sake is great. The good of the planet.
You've got to understand.
The good of the.
Please try.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me respond in kind. Let me take my turn. You know.
世界を守るためなんだよ。
It's to protect the world. 世界を守るためなんだよ. It's to protect the world. It's for everyone's protection. I like we're doing this for the good of the planet. To be very like ecological almost, right? Like this is a good, you surely you care about the good of the planet. And she's like, the good of the planet? Like what are you talking about?
We're doing this for the good of the planet.
Yeah, he's Sakai will.
世界を守るためなんだよ.
Almost like we're trying to save the world here. He doesn't say "sku" tamini or to, you know, right?
ためなんだよ.
It's just to protect the world.
世界を
To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Interesting.
What?
Please understand. Please they don't even translate that in the G Kids. Try and understand. Like, I hope you understand. Like, I hope you understand. Please understand.
You've got to understand.
You've got to understand. Like no, you're wrong. And she's heard that so often. Like her position, her being alone. You know that it's the same condescension that she's gotten from her father and her superiors and the people that raised her, her teachers, her masters. What got to do, right? You've got to understand. You know that.
Got to understand.
I was like, oh my god, this is too much. You can't be serious. And that's what like blasts her.
Understand.
I think that this gets way more into her skin. It's way more patronizing, and it's a good contrast with the way he's talking sympathetically versus again the other lines and stuff.
Please try to understand, Princess Sandra.
Nothing about the world or anything, I guess. Okay. All right. So you're just gonna murder everyone in the valley? So your plan is to just murder everyone in the valley? Sore de Tani no hitomi tachi? I don't know. Oh. Kodos to Subusumori wake? So you're trying to just kill everyone? Oh, yeah. But, conversation.
The good of the planet? You're killing my people!
Way more upset sounding. And she's responding like, you what did you say? Good of the fucking planet? You're killing my people. Right?
The good of the planet? You're killing my people!
Killing my people. Oh, the people of the valley will die. Right? Instead of like taking ownership because it's her valley. It's her people. She's the princess. Right? You're killing my people. So much stronger.
Yamete! Sugu yamete! Onegai!
Oh, swinda!
I don't think it doesn't work. I don't know. I don't think that was very strong of her. All she just says is Yamete, which is because it's what she says to Asbel, right? Yamete, you must stop. It would be like in the dub, she says, you must stop.
Sugu yamete!
Sugu yamete, stop them now. Yeah, stop it. Call it off, please. Stop them. Stop them now, please.
Onegai!
Please.
Oh, swing!
Right?
Don't do this, I beg you! Please, please, stop this now!
It's too late.
I like that the dub actually, it has the please stop us, please stop it now. But the way it's synced with the animation here.
Don't do this, I beg you!
Don't do this, I beg you. And then the way that she's shaking him as she goes, please.
You please!
Right?
Stop this now!
Stop this now, right?
Onegai!
Oh.
She's just kind of aimlessly shaking him. Yamete! Right?
Sugu yamete!
Yeah, so there's
Yamete! Sugu yamete!
she does like lean in when she says Sugu yamete.
Don't do this, I beg you, please!
Please.
Yamete! Sugu yamete! Don't do this, I beg you, please! Onegai!
Oh.
And she kind of like aims like, onegai!
Please stop this now!
It's too late.
Yeah. Obviously this is way stronger here, but then I do think this don't do this, I beg you, like using different verbiage and not just Yagate sugu yamete onegai, thing Japanese isn't gonna work here. And then this is really funny. I remember finding when I was setting this up, the warriors, this is a good one.
How can anyone kill like that? You can't do it! It's inhuman! It's barbarian!
It's too late.
That's so good. That's so funny. It's inhuman. It's barbaric. It's too late.
It's inhuman! It's barbarian!
It's too late.
It's too, and like totally shut her down. Like, oh, it's so funny. How can anyone kill like that? Isn't it possible? And then, like minutes before, she was just like, "Is it possible there is no death?" Like, what? It's humorous. It's humanoids. It's Thundar the Barbarian. It's too late. It's Mad Max. I don't know. I don't know the cinema, the pulp cinema terms that you do. I'm always very impressed. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, so yeah, I already have that here. So let me, yeah. More soinda. It's too late. It's over.
It's too late.
I actually think that there's more of a reservation. It's like, it's too late. It's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah, you should not even bother. That why are you asking us, right? Which is matching what he's doing here, where it's like, what do you expect me to do about it? Oh, soinda! Like, no, it's too late, right? Like the matching her anger. I think cooling her down would just be like, it's too late, you know, which is also what Warriors does, and I think it's great. It's inhuman. It's barbarian. It's too late. Such a good setup. All right.
走り出したら誰も止められない。
Ooh.
トルメキア軍に我々はほとんど
Never a huge fan of this in Japanese for some reason. Just this way of speaking when it like I don't know what formal kind of speak it is, but the
軍に我々はほとんど殺されてしまった。もう他に方法がないんだ。
Oh, nainda. It's no other way. And I like that Mayor actually does something different in the dub here. I'll go with.
Once the insects start stampeding, they can't be stopped.
走り出したら誰も止められない。
They cannot be. Yeah, this is more condescending.
Once the insects start stampeding, they can't be stopped.
Like, come on, you know that.
The Tolmekians nearly killed off all our people. They must be stopped. We have no other choice.
Having a little more sympathy at the end, being like, I know what we're doing. No other choice. It's like, yeah, we have no other choice. Oh, nainda. There's no other way. There's no other way. Like, it's a weird reversal. I actually really like the he says this knowing that there's nothing she can do, so why rebuke her? Why have this energy at the end, right?
We have no other choice.
So I know the choice. Yeah, you know. But let's once they've started, no one can stop them. Once they've started swarming, there's no stopping them. Yeah.
走り出したら
Once they've started running,
誰も止められない。
nobody can stop them. Yeah, once the insects start stampeding, they can't be stopped. Stampeding is a great word. Once the insects, and not just aitsura or mush, he doesn't even say mushitachi.
走り出したら
Once they start running, yeah, they. Hashiri,
誰も止められない。
they can't be stopped. Once the insects specifically start stampeding, they can't be stopped. No one can stop them. There's no stopping them. Can't be stopped is so much more boom, boom, boom. And it actually, I just noticed with just seeing this here, they can't be stopped. They must be stopped. Right? That's an interesting parallel within the same bit there. Can't be stopped. They must be stopped. We've lost most of our people to the Tolmekians, or we have been all but destroyed at the hands of the Tolmekians.
トルメキア軍に我々はほとんど殺されてしまった。
Has killed almost all of our people. We've lost most of our people to the Tolmekians. The Tolmekians.
トルメキア軍に
Because again, Toramekia gun ni wa, like again the structure of things, what you hear first versus later.
我々は
The order of things. The Tolmekians for us
ほとんど殺されてしまった。
have almost killed all of us. The Tolmekians nearly killed off all our people. They must be stopped. Yeah, and like that's just what again. It's really interesting how Buena Vista just kind of like the order of things, the effectiveness in the Japanese is not being properly translated, I don't think. We've most lost our people to the Tomikians. We have been all but destroyed at the hands of the Tomikians. The Tomikians? The guys you should be the guys you should be angry about, not us. The Tomikians nearly killed off all our people. Nearly killed off all our people. And we've lost most of our people. We have been all but destroyed. Yeah, nearly killed. You're killing my people. They nearly killed all of our people. You see, they're using very similar language. I cannot yet I must. How do you calculate that? Wait, what? I don't even know what that reference is.
ほとんど殺されてしまった。
Right.
もう他に方法がないんだ。
There's no other way. We have no other means left to us. This is the only way. Say, what is that? What does he say there? Osaido. What would he say to be like stop her in Japanese? Wouldn't it just be like yamasasete? I don't know. What would he say here? Because it's like hold her, because he would be like hold her down. Osai, right? Say. But of course, also the walla here. Yabaro.
Stop her! Stop her! Grab her!
Stop her, grab her. Yeah, there's a lot more walla in there. But then, yeah, the real menacing kind of...
Stop her! Stop her!
Stop her! You know? Yeah, I think that's a lot stronger.
We have no other choice.
Yeah, I think that's better. And then...
The order's been given. It cannot be stopped now. The Temeculans brutally killed almost every one of our men.
Mm-hmm. See, the Warriors gets it too. They should say Tomekians first.
We have no other way to fight them.
And I like that he has the kind of the same monotone give up type of thing. Like, yeah, that's it. He doesn't even say anything. Look at him. Look. They don't even dub him. They don't even dub him. Crazy. You can hear her a lot. You can hear Zandra a lot more though. Oh. Oh.
I got her!
I got her. That's really funny. It's fine. I got her.
I got her!
Yeah. Very little walla there. Okay. All right, Nausicaa's line. Let me go. Ikasete, let me... I like the let go, let me fly. That's really cute from G-Kids. Let me fly. Ikasete. Just let me go, generally. It's just a different way to say it. Hanase, release me. And she's more like, And she's like really more remorseful about it.
Let me go! Let me go!
Allison's a lot more rage, just like really, really, really pissed.
Let me go! Let me go!
I think she comes off a lot more sympathetic. Not that she needs it. Like, she's the main character, and this is like a low point in the movie for her. Not the lowest point, but...
Let me go! Let me go!
I think it almost sort of like, well, I was about to say it reminds me of what she's trying to avoid the rest of the movie after she kills those guards, after she kills the people that killed her father. She's trying to avoid this sort of rage, and I had no idea my rage could drive me to kill. So I think the sub kind of making her a little more controlled in this scene, despite not even really looking that way because she's struggling. She's still clearly trying to get out of there. Yeah, I think she sounds way more sympathetic and just Yeah. I'm sorry, like I take it's because of the dub I have to really feel like a need to justify every time. Because that's what I'm arguing for, right?
Let me go!
That's not bad. That wasn't a bad one from Zandra. That's good.
今は辛くても巨神兵を取り戻せば不快を焼き
Okay. I just got shivers or a little spook because I'm worried about YouTube catching me doing the naughty.
今は辛くても
It's hard. Ima soraktemo, like it's difficult now. It's horrible now. By making sacrifices now, that's very specific.
巨神兵を取り戻せば不快を焼き
We can reclaim the Titan. But the giant warrior will purge the Sea of Decay and rebuild the human world.
人間の世界を取り戻せるのだ
We'll bring back the human world.
人間の世界
Ningen no sekai wo.
を取り戻せるのだ
We'll bring back. We can return. Torimos will take when we take back the giant warrior. We take back the earth. But once we have the warrior, we'll burn down the jungle and take back the earth.
Things may seem bad to you now, Princess.
Yeah, he said sounds very sinister here. Things may look bad to you now, Princess.
But once we have the warrior, we'll burn the jungle and take back the earth.
A little bit of four wheels here, a little bit of a rush.
We'll burn the jungle and take back the earth.
And both gonna take back the earth.
辛くても巨神兵を
Again, the fucking lip flaps. Look at this.
今は辛くても
Look at that. Look at how often they move.
今は辛くても巨神兵を焼き人間の
Again, like the
世界は
pause.
不快を焼き
Does this do here?
Things may seem bad to you now, Princess. But once we have the...
Okay, hold on. So I broke this. I actually broke this a little bit.
We have the warrior, we'll burn the jungle and take back the earth.
Right. Yeah. So
May seem bad to you now, Princess. But once we...
right?
今は辛くても巨神兵を取り戻せば不快を焼き
Are you kidding me? They completely missed it. They put two pauses in it. He has two pauses in his delivery, and there's a pause in the animation, and he doesn't take it. Look at this.
今は辛くても巨神兵を取り戻せば不快を焼き人間の世界を取り戻せるのだ
It's completely wrong. And this one, I was like, is it a problem with my sync? Am I wrong? I don't think anything. The fact that there's two pauses here.
辛くても焼き
There's two pauses, and both times his lips are moving.
焼き
Right? And then the fucking one time it isn't moving, he's talking.
巨神兵を取り戻せば不快を
What's going on? That's unbelievable. I know it, like, I don't really know how many people are going to notice that. Obviously, this is super great. This entire analysis is super granular. So maybe I'm just making a mountain out of a molehill. But also, I don't know if I am, because now I have to kind of go back, because now that we know about this movie of how often they are having characters talk off screen or with their mouths concealed or with either of those where they're not worrying about lip flaps, with just the way we know this movie is crafted. When we see them do use lip flaps, we're seeing how like haphazard they are. I think that connects. I think the story, I think it's there. And so the dub is not only taking advantage of the shortcuts that the Japanese is doing, that the original movie was doing, but it's still adhering even better to the other thing. Are you kidding me? And it's still faithful, because he pauses where it's like, it's horrible now, but they just added more words so that they finish that thought when the mouth closes.
Things may seem bad to you now, Princess.
Right?
今は辛くても巨神兵を取り戻
Right? So it's just a different. The delivery is completely off. But then like him calling him her princess is really interesting. Like, wow, princess. Like I know who you are. Yeah, I've been told who you are. Even to fucking, again, he was not told that she's the princess. anywhere. Even just the way that they talk, you're killing my people earlier in this. But then she's like, oh, you'll just murder everyone in the valley. Everything that she's saying does not allude to her being a princess at all. So he just treats her that way. But it's more powerful when he's doing this despite even knowing that she is a princess. I'm sorry I'm so, like, I keep getting cut off by my camera and stuff because I keep going, like, over here. But yeah. But once we have the warrior, the giant where will purge the Sea of Decay, will burn down the jungle, purge the Sea of Decay, burn away the wastelands. Again, choose a fucking term, dude. Fukai. He says Fukai, right? Where does he say that? Yeah. Yeah, Seba Fukai. Yeah. Tori Seba Fukaio. Yeah. Fukaio Yaki. The Sea of Rot. Fukai Yaki. Yeah, burn, I imagine is what this is. Ningen no Sekai o Torimo Seru no da. I went with our world for Ningen no Sekai because characters throughout the world are implicit about human superiority. Yes. No, I agree with that. That's great. Our world. Take back our world. Yeah, take back our world is awesome. Even just like take back the earth is, again, trying to be a little more ecological. Like this, the Pedgites being kind of faux ecological. Like, we're doing this for the good of the planet. We'll take back the earth, you know? But being like our world, Ningen Sekai, yeah, I think that's awesome. And it's a great translation. But I can't believe that, man. It's such a we're in the sub is in shambles. What's going on?
Once we have the warrior, we'll burn the jungle and take back the earth.
Right.
I sympathize with your position, Princess Sandra. However, we have no choice but to capture their demon creature.
Again, the Warriors even does the same. Like, even Warriors is playing into this scene here. Like, look at this. Like, they still pause over here.
Position, Princess Sandra. However, we
I don't know what happened there.
sympathize with your position, Princess Sandra.
Couldn't it have just been one more take? Couldn't they have done just one more take? I think they could have. I like the.
I sympathize with your position.
Again, they're trying to like fit enough syllables to match the lip flaps here, but they just missed one.
Princess Sandra.
Like, come on, dude. All right. Usoda. Yeah, that's a lie. You're just like the Tomikians. Onagio, right? Yeah, she says you're the same as the Tomikians. You guys are just like Anatatachi wa Toromekio to Onagio. You're the same as the Tomikians.
You savages! You're just as bad as the Tomikians!
Yes, making it way more of a point, way more angry. I think Sumi is also angry in this line. She definitely sounds angry. She definitely sounds angry enough.
You savage!
But it's the delivery, but also the word choice. Usoda. That's a lie. Once we have the warrior, we'll burn down the jungle and take back the earth. It's a lie. I can understand her saying why it's a lie, but it's more like the insult of it be calling them savages, and then you're just as, again, you're the same as the Tomikians. You're just as bad as the Tomikians. You're not good. You're just as bad, right? Really leaning and twisting the knife on them.
Cowards!
Cowards!
You're no different than they are!
Yeah, that's right. And look at this. I did not change this. This is how it looks. I would love to check my VHS if this is the case, but apparently they just very sloppily cut it. Look at that. They split framed it.
They are! You're just power-hungry killers!
You're just power-hungry killers. They cut this entire scene. They just skipped it. Like, this scene's taking too long. The ecological shit, this is taking too long. Okay, warriors. Got it. All right, they're going to continue the dialogue. This is a very long scene. And after the scene, I'll probably take a break, of course.
違う。彼らは破壊に使うだけだ。
Yeah, that now we're back in the actual argument here. He's getting a little more heated.
違う。彼らは破壊に使うだけだ。
You're wrong. The Tolmekians want to take over the world. Want to take over the world.
They actually allowed the line to bleed into the next shot.
彼らは破壊に使うだけだ。
There's no ghost frame of the next shot in Warriors proper. Okay. Thank you.
違う。
Shigao.
彼らは破壊に使うだけだ。
Karewa. They want to use it for destruction. Again, I like that they're specifying Tolmekians again as being the crux of this argument here. They want to use it for destruction. What is he talking about? That's exactly what they want. They just karewa hakai ni tsukau dake da. They only use it for. You're doing the same thing. You were. What destruction of what? Other cities, and they're just not. They're gonna ignore the jungle. That goes. That is like the opposite of. They have literally the same plan. They like we. Nausicaa knows this, and the audience knows this. They said that they were going to use the giant warrior to torch the jungle specifically, and the Pedrites are like, "We're going to do that," and Nausicaa's like, "You're the same." No, they want to just destroy things. What? Excuse you. But I like the framing here. It's like, no, their real objective is to take over the world. It's a pretty good argument. Because it does seem like that. Because they do have that, remember with Kushan, she's like, nice valley, I think we should keep it. It's taking over the valley, right? They do have a bent for world domination. And just using it, I have mankind's greatest tool. And she's kind of using it as, but like, oh, we could burn the jungle, that's what you want, right? Even though it's a weapon. They're going to use it probably to, yeah, but like general destruction, I think being articulate of what you think is their actual motive of taking over the world is a lot more pointed. And also, I think his tone is a lot better here because he stays composed.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
The Tolmekians want to take over the world.
違う。彼らは破壊に使うだけだ。
He's getting wrapped into her energy, which is bad for him in terms of the argument. But if he's remaining calm, he has that upper hand, I think. Okay, big one from Nausicaa. Huge one. I'm sorry I yelled so much. You drink from the same well water as us, don't you? To show? You drink water from the wells too. You drink the well water just like everyone else. You drink the water from the thing, right? I'm gonna go through the whole Japanese and then through the whole English. Do you know, who do you think is purifying the water? That water. Sonomizuo? Who's making it clean? Mizumi mo kawa mo. Mizumi mo kara mo. Yeah. Hold on. The particular words she's using. Lakes and rivers. The lakes and the rivers that that mankind poisoned. The lakes and rivers have been poisoned by humans. Again, the translations really are not doing a great job being specific of what she's saying, I don't think. Humans have turned into poisonous water. Mizumi mo kawa mo ningen ga dokusui shite shimatta no o fukai, and the fukai no kitachi, the trees of the toxic jungle, kire nishite kure ino no yo. So she's trying to make it. They're trying to make it good. Oh my gosh! I thought it said space hamster. Perhaps for the new Leiji Matsumoto. Thank you for watching that. Sorry, I don't have a video this month. Video essay. It got blocked. What I was working on got blocked worldwide with the song I was using, so I have to go with a different. So I'm putting it on Frozen. I'm kind of putting it on standby. I want to release it on Valentine's Day anyway, and it passed. I could have finished it by Valentine's Day and make it like a patron exclusive, but it didn't work out that way. Anyway, yeah. Trees at the Fukai keep it clean. Shite kure ino no yo.
腐海の木々がきれいにしてくれているのよ。
Yeah.
その森を焼こうというの。その森を焼こうというの。
You want to burn that forest down. Sono morio. You want to burn that forest down? Are you trying to burn down Sono morio yako toiru no? You're gonna just burn it. You're gonna burn that net. Are you just gonna do that? Sono ki, yeah. And then Kyoshinhei nanka, yeah.
巨神兵なんか掘り起こすからいけないのよ。
You can't use the fucking, yeah. You can't use God because they'll dig you up. What are you smoking, Google Translate? Is this the forest you want to burn down? Yeah. You want to burn that forest? She's pretty much what she's saying, yeah. She's like, oh, you drink clean water, right? Where do you think that's coming from? Oh, the flakes of waters that the humans polluted? Well, the trees are the toxic jungle are purifying that, and you want to burn that one down, is what she's saying. And is why did you dig up that giant warrior? Why did you ever dig up your precious Titan in the first place? Precious Titan? Where did she say that? Kyoshinhei nanka horiri okusa.
巨神兵なんか掘り起こすからいけないのよ。
I think, yeah. So let's go into up here.
Listen.
Again, the listen. When the lectures that this is no place for guns. When she says that, she's trying to, lecture. She's making a statement, and that's giving cohesion to her character. Ow. I did something. Ouch. Oh. Sorry. Just giving cohesion to her character.
Every one of us relies on water from the wells.
Every one of us relies water from wells instead of kind of guilt-tripping them. I think I'd like the guilt-tripping a little bit more.
Because mankind has polluted all the lakes and rivers.
They've kind of we rely on the water from the wells. This is how, and this is kind of the movie giving me like, hey, so if everything's poisoned and they have all this bullshit, where are they getting clean drinking water? So it's giving kind of a bit of a world building.
Because mankind has polluted all the lakes and rivers. But do you know why the well water is pure? The trees of the wasteland purify it, and you plan to burn the trees down?
Yeah, I just think it's a little bit word salad in the sub because of the way that I think the dub has order. It has it in an order that's way more followable. She starts with that as like a strong hook. So she's like, you drink the wells, right? Who do you think purifies it? It's like a riddle almost. But then this is a really crucial line that I do think they kind of muddle a little bit. She's forgotten that she has to give context to them. I don't know if she necessarily needs to give to them. And you can make the same argument for the dub, like, why does she need to make this like, oh, because yeah, I just think that I think it's structured a lot better. She's provoking them, asking them a riddle almost. It's like, who do you think makes it pure? The lakes and rivers are poisoned. Yeah, they do this. The trees of the forest do that. And you want to burn those forests. And yeah, so and this is what's interesting here, which is like this all feels like one cohesive thought, right? Where it's like, oh, now you want to burn those forests, and then she feels like it's an outburst here, especially the way it pauses and her tone changes a little bit. Like she becomes way more. She bursts into more of a hysteria when she's like, "What the fuck are you doing with the giant warrior?" And the body language reflects that. She's like here, and then she's here. And the dub.
You plan to burn the trees down?
So she pretty much gets all the information by the time she gets to this line. So she has the well water. She kind of reorders it. So the beats are, you drink the well water, right? Who do you think makes it pure? The lakes and rivers are poisoned. The trees make it clean. You want to burn the trees down? So that's 5 points. The dub does, all of us were in the water, because the lakes and rivers are polluted. Do you know why it's pure?
Well water is pure. The trees
purify it.
Wasteland purify it. And you plan to burn the trees down?
They get all 5 within that little bit. So it leaves room open for this line. So what do you put here?
You must not burn down the toxic jungle. You should have left the giant warrior beneath the earth.
That, I think, is really important for reinforcement of the movie's themes. She is echoing verbatim what she heard from Obaba. And probably as a way of like atoning for not speaking up against the Tolmekians like Obaba did earlier in the movie. She wasn't present I think she was present for that, I think. Yeah, she was present for it because she walks up to the crowd, and then you'll be addressed, and she says the whole thing, and she's quiet, and then kind of talks Obaba down to the like, you must not burn down the toxic jungle. And so it feels like this is an opportunity for her to be like, to really stand up to those principles that she did believe, but didn't take the opportunity to stand up against the Tolmekians. She was being so submissive that entire time because of that outburst of anger and her scaring herself. So it feels like this is her with the Pedgites to be like, you're just as bad as the Tolmekians. Let me tell you about this. And now, while also being newly informed, she wasn't informed in this way because she didn't have the answer. She didn't know why the jungle was doing this, but now that she is informed, she feels the need to speak up. So now her echoing this,
you must not burn down the toxic jungle.
And then she does still get the mention of like the rebuking of the giant warrior, but it is sort of like what Yupa and Obaba would have said about leaving the giant warrior.
You should have left the giant warrior beneath the earth.
Like reinforcing that whole idea that we shouldn't rely on a monster like this. Yeah, so the cohesion, I think, is there. It's a lot more succinct. Yeah, and reinforcing the movie, the lines of the themes of the movie, especially towards the end. Is this yeah? Oh no, did you pull a muscle? Try finding a neck pillow if it's your neck. Oh no, it wasn't my neck. It was like a you know, if you ever wear glasses, having something like that with friction and everything, it creates germs, and they can get in the pores. You know, it's like a zit or pimple or something. I don't really. It's hard to call it that, but it's kind of like that. It was something along those lines. It's like a welt or whatever. I was a bit sensitive when I go over there. I phrase this as, "You should have let the god warrior rest in peace, because there's the righteous inference of not leaving well enough alone." Yeah, I think that's good, for especially with the format. The dub is able to kind of finagle this around, but if you're being accurate to the Japanese with the translation, you do have to go beat, 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 and then have this line at the end. You should have left the god warrior rest in peace, instead of asking him like, why did Naze? Does she even say Naze? She actually doesn't. I don't know why both G Kids and these subs framed it as a question, because she definitely, this is not a question. She pretty much, I think what she's effectively saying is similar to the dub here. You should have left
a giant warrior beneath the earth.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Okay, but I think it's a great choice. Definitely, you should have let the god warrior rest in peace. I think is good. All right, almost done. Almost there. Kind of. I think we have maybe a fourth left. And what do you do? What do you think we're doing? Look at that. So, sorry. Look at that. It bleeds into the next shot. Look how much of the I can't believe this. Dude. I'm just gonna try this. Look at this. It actually just about finishes by the time he gets to the next shot. It doesn't flow very well, so I can understand why they did it, editing wise, but still, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So what should we do? Surrender and become the
a couple of
surrender and become the slaves of the Tolmekians?
It also
the Tolmekians?
But she overlaps him here.
Tolmekians?
Look at that. Yeah, look at that. She just takes her turn very politely. Yeah, even if it's immediate.
Slaves of the Tolmekians?
Yeah, very interesting. Okay.
So what should we do?
Subject ourselves to Tolmekian rule? Bow to the Tolmekian Empire? I think this
surrender and become the slaves of the Tolmekians?
Yeah. Surrender? What should we do? What choice do we have? We have no other choice. You know, what are you suggesting we do? That's way too verbose for the amount that he's saying here. Look at this. What are you suggesting we do? I guess it kind of works, but it feels a little too verbose.
So what should we do?
Yeah, that's much more succinct. But then surrender, become this. You know, he's provoking her by arguing this. It's like, oh, you have a better idea, like yeah, it's provoking, being like, surrender and become the slaves, bow to the Tolmekian Empire. subject ourselves to some Tomikian rule. Like this is much more like potent and stinging and like and showing that he is not listening to her, which is the point where she says Shigao. But what's interesting, Shigao, yeah. I think it's just much more effective language to try to like provoking and what you would do in an argument like this. But then she's like, Shigao. No. Chigao, wrong. He says Chigao either, right? Chigao.
Don't you understand?
Yeah, this is actually cool. Like,
don't you understand?
The synchronization here. Don't you understand?
Chigao.
That's pretty wait a minute. It's because she shakes her head a lot. That's not a great shot. She shakes her head a couple of times beforehand. So that's a bit cheating.
Don't you understand?
Yeah. Interesting. Wakaranai no ka. Yeah. Because she explained something to him of like what the value of the forest is. And he's just like, oh, but the Tomikians are the problem. She's like, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. Come on. Right? Mina ite? Minna ite? Why is she being cute now? Asbel, tell them. Tell them, Asbel. Versus.
Asbel, tell them how the jungle
evolved. She's provoking. She's pleading directly to him like a much faster. I don't know why she's being cute here. Kai ni ware minna Asbel minna ite? What does she say here? She's like very, very fast and breathy. The reason why Fukai was born and is that it protects the world. Fukai no mareta wake o wa sekai o mamurete. To protect the world from devastation. That the insects are the ones why the jungle was born. That the insects are the ones protecting the world. Right, because they say mushi? Fukai no umarete wake o wa she say mushwa? Taiwakeo. Mushiwa. Yeah, I don't know why the kanji here is missing, but she says mushi, the insect. Why the insects protect the world. That the insects protect the world. Asbel, please. Onegai.
Don't you understand? Asbel, tell them how the jungle evolved and how the insects are guarding it so that we won't pollute the world again.
It's not as succinct. She's losing the plot here, I think.
Tell them how the jungle evolved.
It's just how it evolved, and now you're getting too in the weeds of it. It's because it cleans it, right? Or why it was born. It's to heal the world up. How it evolved over time, and it's a long story, and she's losing the argument when she says that, I think.
And how the insects are guarding it.
So that the insects are guarding it.
So that we won't pollute the world again.
Protecting the world, I think the ones protecting the world specifically is a lot more, because that's what they were saying earlier about protecting the planet and good of the planet. Won't protect the world again is what. But I think this is the clincher that I think the sub takes as one.
Asbel, please.
Please. Like, I think she would be a lot more desperate here.
Asbel, onegai!
Please, onegai! Right? I think that Asbel, please, like the weird sudden show. Like, I think despite the wording being a little fuzzy and messy,
we won't pollute the world.
She still sounds very in the game, and then she suddenly goes,
Asbel, please.
It's a little weird. Like, go for sub with that one. All right.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Again, much more condescending here. I like that that tone from him more. Like, oh, come on, what are you doing? So, no, what are you doing? I'll finally go back to that to this other line. Way back. There we go. Oops. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah, Asbel is still alive.
Asbel, you're still alive.
I really think because this is a very pivotal and long scene, all things considered, right? It really needs to set the right tone of who this character is because he drives where this goes. I don't think the trajectory of his character is all that different from the dub, where he's confident but has the plan and everything, and then he tussles with Nausicaa a bit. I don't see why that. I think it makes sense to be a little more like, Asbel, you're still alive. But kind of like surprised and a little like cynical about it. Like, I can't believe you're actually alive. Being more like joyous to see him. Definitely. Yeah, we're made really good progress. Almost there. Asbel, please. Okay, yeah, Nanisu. And now we go back to warriors. I like the little thing there. That's nice. All right. So no, back down. Did I give it to? Sorry. Yes. Okay. All right, Asbel. Ugokuna. Yeah. So I've noticed, I remember noticing this when I was cutting this up. There's multiple Ugokunas. Don't move. Freeze. Right? There's different ways to phrase it in English, but there really isn't another way to phrase it in Japanese. So it's always the same Ugokuna. And I've been using the way they use language as parallels with each other. Like when you're alluding to Namparipanaki, Namparipanome, like using language to connect things in the movie, within the movie itself. So if you're having the same exact scene where you're holding someone up with a gun multiple times, it's going to happen one more time in this, at least one more time, later in this movie with Nausicaa and the big machine gun. She probably says Ugokuna. I wouldn't be surprised, right? Or maybe she doesn't. That'd be great. But it's kind of similar to the Hime-sama thing, where they're kind of overusing the word and the parallels aren't really there either. So I like that they're going to use different phrasing for every single one. So
stay right there.
Stay right there. Just don't stay right there. And I also like that using stay right there is actually a little less confident of a word, because obviously he's a little afraid and out of his depth of what he's doing here, and not in complete control despite having the gun. So he's like, stay right there. Hold on, right? And you'll see, because he doesn't have control of the situation. He doesn't check who's behind him and who whacks him. So him just counting this like, I'm in control. Ugokuna.
Stay right there.
Stay right there. I think that has more of a specific texture to it. Let that girl go. Sonoko. Let that girl, release her, let her go. Sonoko. They definitely say ko. Let that child go. What? Why does he use ko in this situation? That's so weird. Hime-sama ikasete yare. Like, Hime-sama, like, he could have definitely said Hime-san, like the princess, which, by the way, they still not have established in this scene that she is a princess. They have no idea.
Stay right there. Let go of the princess now!
he's a lot more angry, like more like enforceable. Now.
Let go of the princess now.
Now.
その子行かせてやれ
Hey, let her go. Himasama, not even Himas, fucking Sonoko, like it's not the right tone. I think the dub takes that one.
Don't move!
Don't move!
All right, let her go!
All right.
Calm down, Aspel. Calm down, Aspel.
What are they doing here? What are these subs doing? You don't know what he doesn't get cut off. He doesn't get cut off at all. Why are they making it like he's cut off? He obviously says, Oshitsuke, calm down. Like, what? And the tone...
Calm down, Aspel.
He actually sounds a lot more calming and sympathetic to the calm down part. But I can imagine it being more of a tense situation. I don't have that much of a strong argument in favor of the dub, really, so I'm going to go sub with that one.
Milo, don't be foolish. What's a gun?
Oh, it's a gun.
Foolish. What's a gun?
What's the gun?
Milo, don't be foolish. What's a gun?
What's the gun? Hey. Hey. All right, Asbel.
僕は本気だ手を離せ
手を離せ
僕は本気だ手を離せ
Yeah, again, he's not delivering with the same amount of intensity on his face here.
僕は本気だ
I'm serious. 僕は本気だ
手を離せ
手を離せ Release her. I'm serious. Like, he just shot the gun and then says, I'm serious. Right? Versus shooting the gun and giving the order again, right?
Let her go!
Right? That makes sense. And then I mean it, like, if you mean it, you don't have to say you mean it. So the mean is kind of a weakness part, intentionally. I'm serious. You just look dumb.
Let her go! I mean it!
And again, like, I really think, especially, and that's important with the contrast in his face, once again, from here to here, here to here. Not much different. Right?
I mean it! Nausicaa, go back and warn your people.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's for Shia LaBeouf, right? It reminds me a lot of, like, The Bear with cousin, like Richie or Carmi and everything. The way that he kind of stumbles, he kind of slurs his words a little bit here.
Nausicaa, go back and warn your people.
Nausicaa, go back and warn your people. You know, like a little, like, yeah, it's good texture, but it's a different tone to his face. His face changes and his tone changes.
I mean it. Nausicaa, go back and warn your people.
Yeah.
手を離せナウシカみんなに知らせろ
Go tell everyone. Minna tashiro. Right? Yeah. And then he has a little at the end.
I mean,
I like the similar. I think that like letting her, I mean, her screaming at the same time as him kind of makes sense, right? But within the visuals of the movie, you hear a girl scream and a guy getting hit. It's like the guy is the one making that scream almost. Could like picture Asbel making this scream. Right? And then the dub, you can't make that confusion because there's a delay. Right? Not to mention the little reverb. Reverb again, listen to this. It's like they're in a fucking closed room. They're in the middle of a desert. Right? Like, come on, guys. Anyway. Doo-doo-doo. And warriors.
I mean it!
I mean it!
Let her go! I am not bluffing!
I am not bluffing! He looks pathetic. And it's obviously it's a failure, but it's a matter of like, oh, dummy. He looks so stupid. I am not bluffing! Yeah.
I am not bluffing!
It's also not a great tone with his face. It doesn't match very well. Oof. All right. I always love the little sting there, the little thing they do with. I imagine it's the sound director or maybe Miyazaki did it with the or suggested it. I love the synchronization here for saying it with the music. Asbaru! Yeah, it doesn't have the same thing because it doesn't have the 3 syllables, but it's fine. Hanashite!
No! Let me go!
Let me go! Yeah, I guess she's like a lot more remorse. Like, please let me go. No. Oh no. I'll go for some of that one because I do like the cute little Asabadu. Asabadu.
Go!
You can't do that! You can't!
The fucking comedic timing of this dub! It's impeccable! Dude, I love that. That's so fun. It's not I don't think it's right. I don't think this is the scene to do that. But it's so funny they cut off like it cuts to a wide shot and you can't hear her scream.
You can't!
Like it just shuts her up with the wide shot. That's so funny.
Do that! You can't!
That's so funny. Oh wow. Great time. Big fan. Okay. Well, I want to take just a little break. Okay. Whew. Basketball is back on ESPN. I don't know why this is not working. I'll try to fiddle around as I do it. All right, let's see. Yeah. Ah. Not quite. Not quite. Kind of like that. 7 Days of Fire. The giant warriors were said to have hooped the court of the... Yeah. Oh. I'm almost out of Cheez-Its. We're going about 2 hours, 45 minutes. I think we're making okay time, but you know. Let's be honest, it's gonna be another 4 hours. We know what's going on. Yeah, it is what it is. I think we haven't been having too many like detours and re-explaining some stuff or whatever. It's been fine. Bum bum bum. Oh hell yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Fun. All right. We're back. Sorry for the mostly being quiet and stuff. We're all business this evening. Well, first I want to go over her grunts and screams.
What a bunch of fools.
So she doesn't make any noise after she does this little right? Because of course not. Like she's fine, right? But I think anybody who's had this like little like if they've climbed something and they do like right like that, your body kind of naturally makes more noises afterwards, right? Right? Because she didn't do that many noises beforehand either. She was being pretty calm and composed. Actually, she does have a little bit of panting going on. A little bit of... You know, screen's still on chat. It is. My bad. Dumb. We're here. So these particular ones. Right? Versus. I think she still has a couple. Nope, you don't hear any scream. You don't hear any panting. All you hear is, that's it. But let's actually get the real line here. What? That's not what she says. What's this kanji stuff that she's doing here? What's going on? Orokom, yeah, I guess she does say it. Orokamono ga. Right? Fools or idiots. What a bunch of fools.
What a bunch of fools.
Yeah. Absolute fake, like really like condemning and kind of a serious thing. I like that there's a bit of levity to this because she's seeing them flailing and she's like, oh, come on, right? She's seeing them getting their ass handed to them.
What a bunch of fools.
Oh my gosh, like if she had control of the animation, she'd probably roll her eyes there. She's like, oh, what a bunch of fools, right? They're giving it that superiority and everything. Yeah, I give it a dub there.
Why are they fighting?
Why are they fighting? I wonder why. What do you mean? Why are they fighting? Oh my gosh. Ah, the walla. Not too different, honestly. It's the same as the Japanese. Very interesting. Ah, hello, Weird Proc. Pretty good Walla. I think it's the same as the Japanese. Anyway, on to Gaul.
I can't wait to beat the tar out of those Tolmekians.
No stopping the fighting once it starts. Can't help but start the fighting. Shikatanai. Hajimat, once it's already fighting, mono wa shikatanai, can't be helped. It can't be helped. Shikatanai. Classic. No stopping fighting once it starts. We have to finish what's been started now. Yeah, they all found kind of more creative ways to not translate the shikatanai into can't be helped. But I like that he's a lot more direct.
I can't wait to beat the tar out of those Tolmekians.
Right? He makes his intentions clear. He's like, I can't wait. And like, hell yeah. I can't wait to beat the tar out of those.
Can't wait to beat the tar out of those Tolmekians.
Out of those Tolmekians is great too. And it's reinforcing what the last scene was, where everyone hates the Tolmekians. Everyone hates the Tolmekians. Yeah, like repeating that is really interesting, I think. Yeah, and it also supports what Kikuri says here. did you? Yeah.
I thought we said we wouldn't do anything rash.
Which is what Yusuke was telling them earlier. So with his intentions being a lot clearer, it contrasts with Kikuri says a lot better. I think that's better for dub. How are you comparing sub and dubs in anime? I'll tell you, line by line. So I have the whole movie. I've been breaking it down. I've only been like, this is the rest of the movie I have yet to like splice up basically. But I'm doing this in like a video software like Premiere. The light blue is Japanese. The iris blue is the English dub from 2005. And then this red one is Warriors of the Wind, which if you're not familiar with Nausicaa, Warriors of the Wind cut 25 minutes out of the movie, and it was the original release back in the 80s. And they cut 25 minutes out of the movie. They changed a bunch of characters' names, etc., etc. But in other ways, they're actually a lot more faithful to the Japanese, if you can believe it. But for every single one of these, I have multiple versions of the subtitles. I have this top one is from the G Kids release that are on. They're both official from the original Disney one and the reissued G Kids release. The subs have pretty much not changed from either of these. And so you have that sub. You also have I also have a translation from that's kind of an amalgamation of a couple of different translations. It was written in 2004, derived from some people at Cornell and some other places and stuff. So this is their version, some kind of like subs like that. And I have the Japanese script, the raw Japanese script, so I know precisely what they're saying, the wordage and stuff. So when the translations are not quite seeming really what they're saying in Japanese, which has been often, it's been kind of often, I've been able to just see the raw Japanese and not taking Google Translate at its word and be like, oh, that's what they're, because this is also not great. But it's just to see the Ramaji, Daga Jicho Shiro Toiwa, because I'm not as super fluent to Japanese yet to be able to read these kanji in the context and have all that properly. But I'm able to see this without outside of their specific delivery. And then I have the dub written here as well. And so I've been analyzing the specific wordage that the Japanese script is using as well as the dub script, and also accounting for their performance. Not all the time, and then some things are more heavily weighted than others. And then just choosing whether I'm doing dub or sub. And I made it a point that if I can't make a substantive enough argument in favor of the dub, it'll go to the subtitles automatically at the point, as it were. And this is a quantitative, the more whoever has the dub is favored more than the sub quantitatively. It might be weighted different, but yeah, that's basically how I'm doing it. Sorry to spend all that time with the explanation, but I love explaining this to people who aren't familiar. It's good to see you here, Valkyrie, if you're still here.
I can't wait to meet.
Yeah, I like the intonation there. Yeah, but he wanted us to Daga. Yeah. Daga Jicho Shiro to Iwa. What's this? Own weight Jicho? Interesting. He said no but he wanted us to be careful. It said no drastic action. Again, I really like that Yupa used the words "don't do anything rash," like very particular term to stick it in the audience's head that I thought we were supposed to do anything rash. It's like the playful irony that nope, immediately they're going against what Yupa wanted them to do. Yeah, it's the wording there. But then we'll go for performance here.
I thought we said we wouldn't do anything rash.
But he wanted us. I thought we said we wouldn't, right? And framing it on them More so than, but he wanted us, right? Dagajicho shito, yeah. Wataru no ni. Yeah. And also a little bit more of a authority, a little bit like.
I thought we said we wouldn't do anything rash.
Instead of
Dagajicho
no ni.
Ni.
Oh man, right.
Gonna stop it with that dinky bomb.
What does he say?
Gonna stop it with that dinky bomb.
Gonna stop it with that stinky bomb or dinky bomb.
Gonna stop it with that dinky bomb.
Not great. Not a shining moment.
ジタバタしねえで戦車で兵を救出しろ。ジタバタしねえで。
Stop shaking like a leaf. Quit dawdling. しねえで. Don't rush. Jibata shinede. Dinky. Yeah. Jibata shinede. Yeah, stop being like, don't panic.
Don't panic. Just. ジタバタしねえで戦車で兵を救出しろ。
Rescue our men.
戦車で兵を救出しろ。戦車で兵を
And use the tanks to rescue our men. Just move in with the tanks. He does say, Hey Tachi, or something like that. Yeah, Sensha de Heio Kyushutsu Shirotsu. Yeah, I think Kyushutsu is the tanks. Shirotsu, use the tanks to save them. These don't even acknowledge the saving. Just rescue our soldier with the tanks.
Rescue the soldiers with the tanks.
Yeah, the tanks is the big part because that's what's gonna happen next. They kidnap they hijack the tank, right? So the tank is their next available is like their next move basically. So putting the word tank at the end makes is a better punctuation than like rescue the soldier. Use the tanks to rescue the soldiers is kind of what they're saying in the sub, I think. Right? Quit dawdling or stop shaking. Don't panic. He's being a little more of a leader like that. With that line. Don't panic. Yeah. Gonna stop with that tinking bomb is what he said. Oh yeah.
Get that armored unit in position and hurry it up. Yes, sir.
Hurry it up. It's a completely different line. Okay, whatever. Sambo. Chief, counselor, sir. The last man just went down.
Sir, the villagers just killed our last soldier on the field.
I think I might give it to sub because you hear the walla here actually kind of buries what he says.
Sir, the villagers...
Skull, right?
Sir, the villagers just killed our last soldier on the field.
He's saying a lot and is muffled and everything.
Our last soldier on the field.
Yeah, I think the sub is a lot clearer. As fast as he's saying it, the fact that it's a lot clearer.
Come on, man! On the double!
Yeah, they don't even give him the line. Coming our way? Are they coming this way?
Are they heading for the castle?
Are they heading for the castle? The castle specifically. And yeah, it's just more visual.
Are they heading for the castle?
Yeah. He sounds a lot calmer too, because he's more in control. Are they heading for the castle?
Are they heading for the castle?
Well, what are they doing?
He didn't even say anything. Alright. I don't know versus...
Not yet.
Not yet. It sounds like he actually has an understanding of what's going on. I don't know. Are they coming this way? I don't know. Are they or aren't they? How do you not know? How do you answer with wakarimasen to that? He asked you a very easy question. But he's saying not yet, which is like, it's way more conversational and a decent answer. It's also up positive. It's like he wants to give his superior officer good news for the most part, while being honest. The whole village is gathering.
Not yet, but more of them keep gathering.
More of them. Them. Kind of the us versus them type of thing. The whole village is gathering. Which one is it? The whole village or the villagers are? The whole village is gathering. Oh, look at that. Muranaka ga atsumaretsu arimasu. The whole village. Muranaka. Yeah, the whole village. Muranaka, a whole village, I think, is making sense there. All right. But more of them, yeah, I just think, yeah, and then the not yet's great. Look at that to dub.
I can't tell, but they're growing into a mean crowd.
Yeah, I can't tell. Hey, what do you adore?
やだね。
やだね。
やだね。森の一つや二つで先立ちゃって。
Right, and that's why I think it's important that he's calmer in these other things, because he's calm in this scene as well.
やだね。
やだね.
All this over a little forest.
They actually do.
All this over a little forest. They're as annoying as the Pedgites.
やだね。森の一つや二つで先立ちゃって。
It's a little better lip sync over here.
ペジテの二の前だ。お
Look at that.
ペジテの二の前だぞ。
Oh.
Pedgites. If they just calmed.
Little more of a actual. Why go berserk over a forest or two?
やだね。
やだね. Yeah, the man is good. やだね. Oh my gosh. Right? やだね.
森の一つや二つで先。
Well, forest or two. 森
の一つや二つで。
Well, one or two forests.
先立ちゃって。
What did he say?
二つで先立ちゃって。
先立ちゃって. A forest or two, and they all go ballistic. Yeah, this is definitely pretty legit so far.
ペジテの二の前だぞ。
Yeah, Nino Maedazo is like Pejidite all over again, like kind of tedium.
ペジテの二の前だぞ。お
Mine is the oh. That's funny.
だぞ。お
Yeah, versus he doesn't say anything. It's a little more like humorous. Really funny.
All this over a little forest. There is an.
I think that saying a forest or two is a little is more in character for him at this moment, because he doesn't care. Oh, forest or two, it's one forest. Thank you very much, right? But it makes sense for him to not know or care about the details in this way.
森の一つや二つで先立ちゃ。
Yeah, so it's not there.
って。
If any of you are One Piece fans, this feels like a blueprint for Kizaru. If I'm not gonna lie, this very much feels like a Kizaru character.
ペジテの二の前だぞ。お
Yeah. I phrased this as, what a pain getting homicidal over a forest or two. Yeah. Because they killed our last man on the field. Right. That's great. Like Pejite all over again. Yeah. That's definitely it. Just as it was with Pejite, it's Pejite all over again. Yeah, like Pejite all over again. Yeah.
ペジテの二の前だぞ。お
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, exactly. I like that. And it's suitable in the dub in the dub.
If they just calmed.
You know. What do you mean if they just calm down? They do incorporate they're annoying as the Pedgites. But yeah, I think it's up for this one.
Let's teach these insurgents a little lesson in crowd control.
What? Huh?
Drop a bomb on them.
What? Drop a bomb on them? Like, where? From where? With what? Huh? Kuzara? Kizaru. If you know, you know. I won't say if you don't know, but you should know. He's a character in One Piece.
Uh-huh.
Huh? All right. Yeah, the go. Okay.
Look out!
Yes, sure. It's all right. A little lookout.
Look out!
I don't know if it changes that much, but yeah, I can give it a sub to that one. I don't think there's much difference there. Get the bap bap.
Oh, oh.
Oh, oh. Hey, hey. All right. Sorry, they got our tank. Where is he? Oh yeah, there's the A because it's over here.
They hijacked our tank.
You've sunk my battleship. They hijacked our tank. I think that's funny. I think that's fun. Again, yeah, it's like it's very similar to a lot of Nausicaa's lines where they just kind of say the thing that has happened with not much in the way of emotion or like, they did this. Mushka started to, or whatever. That's my Japanese. Do you like it? But yeah, I like the dub has more of an emphatic. Yeah, you pronounced him differently than what I heard. Oh yeah, fair. Yeah. Aww. Fucking
Yadane.
Yadane. He's great.
They hijacked our tank.
Their tank.
Hey, that isn't fair.
Hey. It's okay. Like they snarl. You know?
Get this thing moving!
Get this thing moving! Hayaku. Hayaku, gokase. Hurry and make it move. Hurry, move.
Get this thing moving!
I think that's a lot more authoritative.
Hurry up! Come on, hurry up!
Hurry up! Come on, hurry up!
Hurry up! Come on, hurry up!
Not great. All right, Nija.
So signal.
I'm going, don't rush me.
Don't rush me. The little passive aggressiveness, really funny. This is a funny scene, right? I like that a lot. I'm going, don't rush me. Because yeah, don't panic is kind of what he says here, or don't rush me.
So signal.
So sekunayo. Don't worry about don't worry about that. Weird. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm going. Don't rush me.
I'm going, don't rush me.
Don't rush me, kid.
Kid? They're like the same age. They look like the same age. That's a little weird. A little too passive aggressive, I think. You hear them saying fire, the soldiers there?
Here they come!
Ah!
Here they come!
Here they come! Yeah.
Here they come!
Here they come! Yeah, as much as I like the dub, I can't finagle a particular reason why it's better. The castle stewards are just, I am just a little creature. Yes, it, I cannot change this. Yeah. Don't rush me, kid. A band of young warriors on the wings of their greatest challenge. Right, right. Surely these are the warriors of the wind that we're talking about now. I guess that, yeah, I guess so. Savior of the, oh yeah, Flash, aha.
Oh, hey, who?
Hey, who?
Oh, hey, who?
Wait, who? Nice. Bump. I love Joe Hisaishi. I wish he did more tracks like this. I wish he did more soundtracks. And then Miyazaki was like, nah, be chill. And he's like, oh, I'll be chill. Is The Boy and the Heron OST available yet? Let's find out. Jackpot. No ads. I don't know. Well, like, yeah, it seems available. Yeah, it kind of seems available. Okay. I will indulge later. Yeah, so yeah, the wall over like hop. Yeah, the hop is a good touch. It's a good touch there. I like that. Bump. I have a suspicion Kikuri is voiced by Riley Jackson. It's a different register, but it's very similar to his Barney Rubble-esque voice for Minya in Godzilla's Revenge. Oh, interesting. Wow. Whoops. No sound out of there either. All right.
How do you see?
Oh, what? How do you say?
Come on, let's go. How do you see?
What? How do you say?
Come on, let's go. How do you see? Come on, let's go. How do you see? How do you see? How do you see?
Let's go. How did it say? Hurry up. Hurry. How did it say? It's not too much different. I'm gonna give it sub, I think. I like the dub a lot though. The dub did a very good job.
Can't you get it going? No problem.
Can't you get it going? No problem. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's this one. Hey, it's doing something.
I like the hey, it's doing something. It's cute, but I think you get more of a sonic understanding of what's going on here. Could it be this one? Maybe it's this one. It's moving. It's cuter. I think it's funnier. Is it? Because of this, because he doesn't give like a little, you know.
Hey, it's doing something.
It's an awkward pause.
Maybe it's this one. Hey, it's doing something.
Like it's a weird pause. I like the hey, it's doing something. It's funny, but I think the comedic timing is better in the Japanese.
Sonny, just what's this? Oh, there! Got it.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not bad. Okay, I'm noticing that I keep doing this. Can I just? I can't move it any further that way. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're okay. Yeah, Sukikuri. Yeah, Dochi, good job. Where are you going? I don't even have the Japanese for this one for some reason.
Nigel, where are you going?
Sorry. I like that he chides him by using his name.
Nigel, where are you going?
you going? Yeah, they're panicking here. Not as, yeah, I think the Japanese does a much better job there. But in terms of his particular line here,
Nigel, where are you going?
Nigel, he's like, come on, man. It's good banter. It's good banter. But I will say the guards, panic. Panic. I give it that to sub. No dialogue, I guess. Oh no! That's kind of fun. Right, goal again. Again, so weird. So weird.
What do you think you're doing? Go forward! What do you think you're doing? Go forward!
That actually really pretty well synced because there's a slowness when he stops here. Doing. Kinda is there.
Go forward!
Yeah, what do you think you're doing? Go forward, you violent, you senile idiot. Ikunja, isn't that just Ikunja? Like go. Isn't that just go? My forward, go forward, go. Forward. You know. What do you think you're doing?
What do you think you're doing? Go forward!
Yeah, the actual chiding him there. I don't think that it's there in the sub. All right, Nija.
I know.
Why? I know. What? God damn it! Why does he have to swear? Why is that there? What gonna? I know that. I know.
What?
Yeah, I like the flow of that one a lot better.
Why didn't you say so?
Why didn't you say so? What? So no Walla. Or whatever. Mm-hmm. All right. So. Oh. Damn it. Mobilize all the tanks. Send out all the tanks.
They're getting away!
They're getting away!
Send out all the tanks!
He just little gasps a little bit. Oh! But then listen to the Walla here. The lack of Walla.
Tanks!
Your Highness. T-Tot!
T-Tot! Right, the little...
T-Tot!
Right, that, your Highness and everything, they're actually reacting to her.
She's alive.
Right, let's get to that part over here.
生きてたよ。
Is alive. She survived. She's alive. Yeah.
短い夢だったな。
短い夢だったな. Such a short dream. Or I think it's what he says.
短い夢だったな。
短い夢だったな. Mijika ke yume datta na. It was a short dream. So much for my dreams. Oh well, the dream is over. Yeah, that's not really what he says in either of those instances. He's just like, that dream was short-lived, or that dream didn't last long. Let's go for the delivery of those.
短い夢だったな。
That dream didn't last long.
Yeah. He's very much more of a wink at the audience, specifically saying that in that tone. Denka! Denka!
Your Highness!
Your Highness. Really like putting a fit, yeah. The difference in tone. He does have a difference in tone in the sub, of course. Kind of like reporting in almost in a formalistic way instead of a sympathetic like, oh,
Your Highness,
Your Highness, right?
She's alive.
She's alive.
That dream didn't last long.
Send out all the tanks!
They're getting away, sending all the tanks. The actual Foley.
She's alive.
She's alive.
生きてたよ。
It's like he's a slow learner. He's like, oh, she's alive. And not like, she's alive. I can't believe it.
She's alive.
She's alive.
生きてたよ。
Oh, she's alive. Oh, like, huh?
短い夢だったな。
That was a lot. That was a short dream. You that no, a short. It was a short dream. Instead of that dream didn't last a lot.
That dream didn't last long.
The dream didn't last long. Rather than it was short. That dream. Right. Yeah, and then Your Highness. Yeah, I think it's dub. It's stronger in very subtle ways, and they all culminate together.
Order all tanks to the castle at once.
Hmm? Again, no Walla.
Who's back? Look who's back.
Look who's back.
There goes my promotion.
There goes that promotion.
Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Your Highness.
I don't think that really matches his face here.
Promotion. Your Highness.
It doesn't really match.
There goes my promotion.
There goes my promotion. Yeah, I like the dream specifically. The visual of that. What a time to pause. I totally paused on that impact frame. No, again, no Walla. No, look, I mean, I've never been in a battlefield, like a real one. I don't know how often they're actually screaming like this. I mean, maybe maybe I should. I heard Saving Private Ryan is fairly accurate, so maybe they scream a lot in that one. Really good cess effect. Yeah. All right.
What?
I think it's so I think I've stopped keeping track of Walla in this because it's so consistently the dub would just rack more points up. So I think it's just going to be probably a net, and obviously it's so inconsequential, all things considered. I don't know how many people would have even noticed. So I think it's probably just going to be like a point in the video and not count to the overall point. So I'll probably readjust this. This is what I'm feeling at this moment. It's a lot of words.
We'll hold off the troops.
Watch his motion here.
We'll hold off the troops.
You
round up the villagers and...
Right? Yeah, he did. It's one unbroken fucking... Again, it's this thing with this dub, with this particular Japanese... this Japanese performance, not this particular one, but like writ large, this happened with several other performers, several other lines where it's just a machine gun of words. It's like one unbroken fucking sentence.
We'll hold off the troops.
We'll hold off the troops. You, and they even match the animation here.
Troops, you round up the villagers and seek shelter by the acid lake.
And even he's finishing his sentence, they go...
Acid lake.
Again, the conversation there. Sorry. Bothers me.
Take everybody and fall back to Acid Lake. We'll try to hold them here.
So they actually, again, they also break this up. We'll hold them here, and you do this. But it's weird they just go like... There's a comma. There's a comma after the Ryukata, right? Incredibly unbroken sentence moving from topic to cut topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. It was quite hypnotic. Yeah. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's right when he moves his arm that the sentence happens. Like right here. Merukara. Yeah, he's just rushed. It feels. It's so weird. It's so weird.
We'll hold off the troops.
We'll hold off the troops. We'll hold them off here.
You round up.
You. So, like, I'm talking to someone. I'm talking to you specifically, and not just like me. No, right? Do it. You general group of people I'm directing my thing to. All right. I like that it's you do this.
The villagers.
You round up the villagers. Seek shelter, not take refuge or lead everyone to safety. Seek shelter.
Shelter by the acid lake.
Again, acid lake, acid sea, or by acid lake, right? But whatever. And then, yeah, they overlapping the right, kind of the more naturalistic dialogue. Consistency.
Take everybody and fall back to Acid Lake. We'll try to hold them here.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Wagata!
Wagata.
Come on!
Come on. Like, no other folly than that. It makes sense. We're just until the princess returns with the gunship.
We just have to lie low until the princess returns in the gunship.
Is it him saying that?
The gunship.
Yeah. You actually do hear Obaba here.
He's in the gunship.
Yeah, I don't think you hear her in this. You kind of do. You can hear like the baby over here. I think there is Walla, of course. You don't hear her specifically.
Lie low until the prince.
Don't slow down. Come on. You can make it. Keep
Again, different voices.
moving.
It's a lot more like this is supposed to be a little supportive because they're taking shelter. I don't know why they're barking orders like this. You can make it. Keep moving. Come on.
Come on. You can make it. Keep moving.
It's like supposed to actually supportive because they're the good guys. These are the good villagers. They're nice. That definitely pushes it over the edge for me. Exchanged baby noises for Obaba. Yeah.
Okay. Move it back. Come on.
This way. Come on.
All right, move along. Come on. No, come on.
Move it along.
Keep on going. Keep on going. Come on. All right, moving on. We don't have time. You go. Go on.
It sounds like the same two voices, honestly.
Get there quickly. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. All right. Goal again. Tasty. What's your tasty? Oya. Sento. What's tasty? Stop gawking and help me.
Don't just stand there. Give me a hand.
Yeah, he's a lot more sick of your shit. Give me a hand.
Don't just stand there. Give me a hand.
Come on. I do like the like the more charisma that came off of that. I think I like sub more.
Let's give him a shot, eh?
Let's give him a shot. What? Okay. Akikuri. Washigikurigoshi. Gikuri. So like his back, his aching back. Like his name. What an impact frame. Anyway.
But I have a bad back.
I have a bad back. Yeah, he actually sounds like more of a complaining.
But I have a bad back.
That's funny. The takes are coming. Where's the hurry coming from? Where's the Hayakishite or what? Yeah, the isoide. Isoide. Right, there's other words and stuff, but...
Back! Get us out of here!
Get us out of here! Why?
Tanks are coming!
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
Get us!
The attacks are coming. Yeah, so... Hold on. Why? How is he able to get that much out?
Back! Get us out of here!
They actually do have him talk before he starts waving.
Get us out of here!
Like he has to like look first, and then he's like, huh? He does like a little like, ooh, ooh. Right?
Get us out of here!
They use the down to be like, out of here.
Get us out of here! The tanks are coming!
Yeah. I like that word a lot. And then yeah, like Isoide.
You're just turning in circles.
Go forward.
Circles. Go forward.
I know. I don't think they. Yeah, I think there's no overlap here. Once again. There is a little bit. How do you say? Yeah, that's two different voices, I think. Right?
You're just turning in circles.
Which is what he's doing. He's just turning in circles. Come on. He's turning, but yeah. It's more condescending. I think he has a better delivery. I have a bad back. And they'll get us out of here. Right? That's fun. I know.
We're hit.
Yeah, and I think the Gikuri is the one that says we're hit. But I'm gonna count that in 9. They just scream. Ah! Wakatu. I understand. Does he say that when he also says wakate over here? Yeah, wakate kara na ga na. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then the we're hit is fun. Sorry. Ah! We're hit! Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I like that because they added the we're hit part. That's good. Okay! Yeah. That's it. We're good. All right, so let's see how many the sub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 out of 420. I only added one line, so this should be mostly accurate. 497 minus 428 plus one line. 70. 21 out of 70 lines. A third. Well, 30%. Not bad. That is still about what they've been doing, actually. They've been pretty much... The sub has been pretty much rock solid, taking a third every stream, a third of the lines. So at the end of this, it's probably going to be about that, on average. Pretty good, pretty solid. Not a bad blowout, really, but a decisive majority. Anyway, yeah, that's it. And the stream is, well, a 3 3/4 hour. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. All right. So, definitely want to do this next week. I'm not going to skip another week, or try not to. Yeah, I'm clear next Friday. It should be free next Friday. All right. Till then, fellas, another great session. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Really, it was a great time as usual. Okay, I'll see you guys. Yo, peace.